But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, hearts in chat right now, flames in chat right now for all the reactors out there, and in particular Larry 1K who's here with us right now. So, bro, let's make something happen, man. What's the plan? You want to throw me some words?
That's up. I got 3 words. For you, man.
Yes.
3 words.
Yes. What you got, bro?
All right. So my first word, I want to put this word together, but it's Jesus Christ. It's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. All right. Hell yeah. Yep.
First word. All right. The second word, we're gonna go with Lucifer.
Lucifer. All right. We got a theme going.
Lucifer.
All right. Yep.
Yes, sir. The last word we're gonna go with is rapture.
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 Which, like, what does that mean exactly? Like, of course, I'm familiar with that word, but like, what is the rapture?
Like, I guess, like, you know, in biblical terms, like when Jesus, because I'm a Christian, when Jesus come back and like bring his people, so like I guess like grab or gather up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. For
sure. All right, dope. We got this, man. Jesus Christ, Lucifer, and the rapture, y'all. We about to do it. Here we go. You ready?
Let's go. I'm ready, man.
All right, let's go. Larry 1K is here. Yeah. Yo, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Hey, when they hear him rhyme, they like, he's just nice. Rappers hear me spitting, they be yelling, Jesus Christ. H-Mac never stop, you'll be taking a loss. Rappers got me pissed off, man, they got me so cross. Hey, Mac coming through since my 2nd grade recital. I told you that my rhyme book is something like a Bible. H-Mac, I be taking rappers into churches, recording in the pews while I'm dropping rhyme verses. Yeah, this is biblical, all these rappers miserable. Every time I rhyme, I'm about to paint the visual, doing something different. Here's what I'm saying, rappers dropping to their knees right now and straight praying, like, please Lord above, help bring me love, cause this dude named Mac, well, when push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure he's about to go harder than the rest. Please Lord help me, he's putting me through a test. I don't know if there's a way that I can survive, cause compared to all these rappers, man, he got more drive, plus he got more practice and he got more bars, plus his lyrics like my life right now, cause they hard. Someone help me find a path through this. I don't know what I can do, help me Judas. Mac moving with the movement, y'all know I'ma crush it. I leave you flustered every single time I bust it. Now, listen, I be coming off top with the truest words. I spit the fire and my shit is flaming hot like Lucifer. Yeah, every time I'm rapping, I'ma make you panic. Yo, all my bars sound dark, satanic. Listen, I will excel from the place where I dwell. I'm with Big L right now, recording down in hell. No doubt, y'all know I'ma kick these rhymes. Shout to Big L, repping from the 139. Yeah, now I wouldn't say that myself unless Big L told us he would go there himself. So listen, I'm about to be there with him in the flames. Me and Big L straight spitting off the brain. Now, I do this forever, y'all know I'm hype. I be feeling like Lucifer, my dome got spikes. I got the tail as well and I grip the red trident. I'm stabbing through your heart each and every time I'm rhyming. Yeah, check the way I'm creating, there's no debating. I'm inflating from the heart while I'm spitting it hot as Satan. No contemplating, no deliberation is necessary. They hear the voice for 1 second, they say yes, it's Harry. Very much so, breathing flames like a dragon. I'm a fucking demon, got you screaming screaming while you lagging behind, cause there ain't another rapper who can flex like this. Ah, my bad, shit, that was The Exorcist. I'm flipping out. Harry Mack, y'all know I'm about to rip freeze. I got your head spinning out 360. Yeah, I'm here right now, they all aware. I'm twisted up and mangled while I'm crawling up the stairs. Yo, I'm spitting through the static, it's a habit. Boom, boom, there's some sounds in the attic. Yo, I come through with the fatness, I rap sick. I heard in a church in Tennessee they got a mattress. True story. Hey yo, y'all know I'ma burn it down. H-Mac, yo, I got it, I won't return the crown. I'm here for all my people, y'all know I'm a master. Coming off the top and causing a natural disaster. I was in the church just recording with the pastor. Yeah, I be rhyming so fast, bro, I move past ya. Yeah, and you know I'm the real deal, not an actor. They all up in the game, but they not even a factor. Treat it like Smash Bros, Mac flows smack ya. I'm about to gather my fans, it's the rapture. Harry Mack causing disaster like Katrina. Told you off the top I be flowing like Aquafina. I'm fancy like in a Beamer, but I don't have a car. All I do is ride a bike while I'm spitting these bars. Feel like J. Cole cycling through New York. I be smoking microphones just like some Newports. Now listen, I'ma let them all better witness. For me this music shit is religious. Yeah, and I'm slaying them all. Hey, rappers hit their knees, got them praying to God. Let's go, I told you I'ma let you better witness. Yo, for me this music shit is religious. Yeah, I'm the one you might see twice. I got rappers yelling, screaming out, Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Yo. That's off the top. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yo, good to see you guys. Good to see all four of you. But well, all four of you watching, but two in the chat. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. I'll put the link in in case anybody wants to come in a bit or whatever. Yeah, so I don't know. Losing subs. No, I know it's the time of year as well, but I've been saying this for months. Yeah, it could be because it's coming up to Christmas and all that, and gradually, like. Even like live viewers, we used to have up to, I don't know, 15 at a minimum. And then it used to go up to 20, 30 sometimes. But now I'm lucky if I hit 10. And then afterwards, there's 50 people seeing my streams. That's it. Not many. Not many. So even before, when I was on less subs, my streams were still going out to more people. You know, so I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Not that matters. I'll still continue to do it. Even though it seems a little bit futile, but I'll still continue to do it. You know, I don't think God's telling me to stop doing anything, so I'm not going to stop. But I just think there's a lot of trolls out there and that try and make dreams hard for you. Even though I haven't spoken about any of these idiots for ages, never even thought about them, then they turn up in someone like Ryan's stream last night, Sons, and start talking about how much of a junkie I am and how much I'll be watching. When I wasn't even watching, I wasn't there. And I've never even thought about this guy for ages. Yes, you, Graham, talking about you, Graham, warning like Sir Roger against me and Vicky against junkies and alcoholics. When, hold on, didn't you come to my streams for pretty much every day for a year and a half, Graham? And the thing is, Graham, I can't even see anything that you type anyway because I've blocked you. I don't want anything to do with racist pieces of crap like yourself, whether you're Scottish or not. Yeah, you came into my streams Scottish, fine, proud to be Scottish and all that. Excellent. Doesn't give you a right to be racist just because you're proud to be Scottish. Oh, I should know about the P word when it comes to Pakistanis and all that. I should know that they use the P word in Scotland. Yes, I do know they use it in Scotland, the same as they use it in England. It doesn't stop it being a racist bloody word, you idiot. And to warn people against me for being a junkie, when I haven't even been a junkie for a long time, ex-junkie, ex being the operative prefix. You know what I mean? So, yeah, say what you want, Graham. That's fine. But you're just a hypocrite because you came and watched me for a whole year and a half, pretty much every day. You know, and because I don't like the fact that you're racist, but other people will like the fact that you're racist. Like, so you go to another channel that does flat earth that just kind of plays music. He's all up in arms when you're racist against black people, but when you're racist against other people, it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. So, Graham, this is the last time I've ever spoke about you and ever going to, because I didn't see you in Ryan's chat, because I don't go to Ryan's, so I wasn't watching. And the only reason Vicky saw is because Roger told Vicky. You know what I mean? So Vicky went over. I didn't have a clue about you until this morning, and I don't care about what's going on. You're forgiven, but I don't have anything to do with people like you. All I do is pray for people like you to hopefully God change their mind. But that's it. You were never in my mind. Never until this morning. So when you're going around saying, oh, but I live in your mind. No, we obviously live in your mind, because I'm not trolling you. You're going about trying to troll me, and I can't even see what you're saying because I've got you blocked. Simple as that. You're a numpty, and I don't care what you go about saying. Say it if you want. It just makes you a hypocrite, because you came to me for a year and a half whilst knowing I used to be an addict. So shut your mouth, you absolute midden. What you got to say, babe? Right, I don't want to hear anything else about them. What you got to say?
No, I was just going to say, like, we don't talk to these people. We don't go where they are.
No.
And yet, even when we're not there, like, I only knew because Roger texted me and was like, look, he's giving me shite in Ryan's.
Yep.
And he's, you know, he's calling Roger a fanny, and
Aye,
you
well,
banned me because of Vicky. No, Vicky banned you. Get it right.
Yeah,
Don't blame Roger.
That just shows you what they're like. They're hypocrites. Sitting slag you off for everything, being a junkie and all that, but be all friendly to you for a year and a half until something doesn't like them because I called him out and Vicky called him out for being racist. You don't like it. All you needed to do was apologize, not do it again. Be racist in your own time if that's up to you, if that's what you want to be. But in my chat, no. If you were polite, didn't say any racist things, and apologise, you would have been fine. But no, you had to continue. Oh, you know what it's like up in Scotland, PJ, with the P word. But you didn't say the P word, you actually said it and typed it. Yes, I know what it's like. It's not just in Scotland, it's in England as well. It's all over. And yes, I know what it's like, but just because I know what it's like, it doesn't make it right to do it. You absolute numpty. And the way you're talking about, hold on, and the way you're talking about me being a junkie, that it's like I can never be forgiven for my past, which also makes you a big hypocrite because you knew my past and you were still coming in my streams every day for a year and a half to 2 years near enough. Well, maybe a year to a year and a half. So you're a hypocrite. Simple as that. And that's all I've got to say in the subject. Nothing else. You're a dirty midden as far as I'm concerned. But God loves you, and hopefully you can ask him to forgive you because you need forgiving. That's for sure. Go on.
I think because I banned him in Keeps for being racist, he then was racist about my kids.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like, say whatever you want about me, I don't care. Look, you don't bother me, you don't affect me, I don't think about you. But recently I've noticed that these people keep talking about me. Like, Banner did an hour-long rant about me and Roger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go in their chats. I don't even see them because I blocked them.
No.
So
these are the type of people who are saying that we need to stop talking about flat earth in the Bible. Why? Why? That gives it more legitimacy. What are you talking about? The Bible is the biggest book, the most sold book in the world for a long time. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people with the Christian faith that read that and see the flat earth in it. Why should you stop promoting flat earth to do with the Bible when it adds to the evidence? Absolutely stupid. Just because you've got a grudge against God and you want the flat earth to be yours. No, flat earth is God's. He made it. Simple as that. Bunch of bombs. Go on. Go on.
Sorry, I couldn't unmute myself. The thing is, like, these people think they're an authority in the flat earth, and nobody the boss of anybody in flat earth.
No, exactly.
And if that's how you work, like, these Christian flat earthers are horrendous. They're the worst.
Do you know what makes me laugh as well? Like, trying to warn the likes of Roger against me, like Roger and against you. Roger lives thousands of miles away from me. More than likely, we'll never meet in person. So how am I going to influence him to be in a junkie or something like that? If that's what you're worried about, Graham, like telling Roger to stay away from me, as if you're worried about who Roger hangs about me. No, the reason you said that to Roger is so you could say our names just to troll our names. It's not that you were worried about Roger hanging about with us. Not that he's hanging about with us. It's on stream. I'm not physically there with the dude saying, oh, go and get a bag. Go and buy a bag. Go and give me half of it. You're an idiot, Graham. An absolute bomb. And don't tell me that you don't know any ex-junkies or anything like that you are friends with in real life. Because everybody does in Scotland, and you know that. So you use it against me because you think it's going to hurt me. No. Do you think you're the first person to call me a junkie, even as a clean person? And to tell me to get off methadone, what's that got to do with you? What meds I'm on or not on? You know, if it was methadone I was on and that kept me off the gear, so what? At least I'm not injecting into my bloody groin. But you don't know what I'm on at all, if anything. And it's nothing to do with you, apart from smoking weed, because I'm open about it. I smoke on my streams. You know? But when it comes to my addiction, that is in the past. And it has nothing to do with you. I put it in my testimony as part of my testimony to Christ about my coming to the Lord. That's it. That's why it's there. And I'm open about it so people could see that where I used to be as a junkie and where God has brought me out of addiction. That's the whole point of it. So when you slag me off for it, what you're doing, Graham, is slagging off God's work, not me. That's what you're doing, you flipping idiot. You're an Egyptman. Simple as that. And you've got to say, because you're banned, you're blocked. I can't see what you've got to say. So you were never in my mind until this morning. And now you're out of it again. Done.
Can I just say though, while you're taking the piss out of our past addictions, you are talking shit about every single person. You don't know what people in chat have been through. You don't know how many struggling addicts or recovering addicts are in chat. And you're literally
you could be sitting there talking to someone as a best friend in your chat, and you've met them in a chat and you think they're brilliant, and you could be sitting talking to them for years as best friends, and then 2 years later you find out, oh, by the way, I'm an addict. What you're going to do then? Or just totally disregard them and say, oh, you're not my friend because you're an addict, even though you've been friends with me for 2 years and you just didn't know it. See, people are idiots. People are idiots. God, thank goodness that it's God that it's God's forgiveness I need and not yours, because you've got nothing to forgive me for. So thank goodness it's God that forgives you.
Can I just say, while you were sat in somebody's chat talking about addicts like we're shy on the end of your shoe, you know that person's dad is an addict, a recovering addict. Recovering addict, and then you went into that recovering addict stream. So who's the fucking hypocrite here?
Him. He went into Sov stream, and Sov admits he's an ex-alcohol addict, an ex-alcoholic. You know, you don't say that kind of shit to him. Oh, don't hang about with that type of people because they're addicts. You're a numpty.
You only have an issue with people's addiction past when you get banned for being a racist. No. So who is the hypocrite?
Exactly right. Enough now, babe, because I'm done with it. It's just like said, got to say.
I'm just saying.
Babe, say what we've got to say. That's it.
I'm just saying, you can't take the piss out of addicts and then go and be in another addict's chat.
No, I know. I just don't want to talk about it for another 10 minutes. That's all.
I need to go chemist and get my meds. No, it's not methadone. It's mental health meds, Graham.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter whether it was methadone or not. It doesn't frigging matter. It's nothing to do with him. And if you chose to tell them what you were on, that's up to you. You know what I mean? But it's just hypocritical. It's hypocritical and it's trolling. You're just as bad as a Glober. We really are bad as not a Glober, an anti-flat earther, if not worse.
Worse than a lot of them.
Anyway, that's our last I want to say about it, babe. That's it, done. There's only three
Look,
people
I'm
here
good.
anyway.
I said everything I needed to say,
Yeah,
but
there's only three people here anyway to hear us, so you know.
but don't talk shit about somebody because they're an addict when it was
An
nothing to do with their
ex-addict.
addiction. Yeah, I know an ex-addict because it's nothing to do with their addiction. Why you have an issue with them? It's because you spat your dummy out your pram because you got banned like a child.
Because you were a racist. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Right,
Look
I'm
here.
done. Right, love you too. Right,
Right.
Jim Ennis. Let's do Jim Ennis. See if anybody comes in while Jim's on. I think maybe that they have managed to influence a lot of people because there's certainly a lot less people coming to my streams. That's for sure. So if that's what you do, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. It's against God, not against me. Hey, Roger, how you doing, bro? How you doing? We was just talking about that debacle from yesterday. But I've said what I've had to say. If you want to rewind it to the start to see it, you can see it. I'm not going to say it all over again, but I've said what I've got to say, and that's the last I've got to say on the subject. But he's an idiot. All right. It was decent actually, babe. Like I said just there, I was typing it because this was still on. But yeah, fair play. Jim's still going up, man. 412. Fair play to him. But I mean, I was up to 731, I think, but a couple of days ago, and now it's 726. So yeah, keep coming down one or two. It's not going up anymore. It's just coming down. Just one of them. No, I'm just, I just got to the point where you see it happening all the time. It's just like, oh, well, what can there's nothing I can do about it. It's just one of them. Right, nice one, Jim. Anybody wanting to sub to Jimmy Boy? Here is the link for it if you're watching the post-stream chat. So the chat replay. There's Jimenez's link. So right, topic. The topic is like this guy's channel called The Legends of History. Apparently, he looked up Moloch in every instance of Moloch in Scripture, and he says this. And he says this is the scary truth. So let's see what he's got to say about it. I mean, I remember Moloch in Scripture. I only remember like a couple of times, but obviously he's mentioned a bit more than a few times. So let's see what the guy's got to say about it. Cool. Like I say, I don't know if he's a complete a Christian channel, but Legends of History. I mean, talking about Moloch, I dare say he might be. You know what I mean? He might be. So yeah, it should be a good topic. We'll see. How you doing, Roger?
Good. Tired, worn out.
Yeah.
Beat.
What time did you stream?
Well, I did a short stream last night. Well, if you're going to call it that, I can't remember what time.
Yeah.
I just woke up like I had an idea. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, sometimes that happens to me. I'm not meant to stream. Like Monday is my day off anyway, but most of the time I start streaming on Monday, even though it's my day off. Saturday and Monday I'm meant to take off, but I end up usually doing streaming. But yesterday I didn't go on. Obviously, I was on flat days. I did think about it, and I thought, no, I'll just stick to having a day off. You know, I don't need to stream every bloody day. You know, even though I do stream pretty much every day, I don't need to. You know, but yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them sort of thing. But, you know, like I say, I've said what I've got to say about that situation. But he was saying things like, obviously, he was saying things like, oh, I bet they're watching. Now, Vicky was only watching because you told her. And I wasn't watching because I don't go to that channel. And I wouldn't see what he's got to say anyway because I blocked him a long time ago because I don't want to see what racists have got to say. But to warn you against me, like, oh, I wouldn't hang out with people, junkies like that and alcoholics like that. But yet we're ex-junkie and ex-alcoholic, but yet he will go to Sovs, who is an ex-alcoholic and admits it as well, but doesn't say that kind of thing to Sov. You know, he's an absolute hypocrite that used to come to my streams pretty much every day for a year to a year and a half, knowing my past, you know. But as soon as he's called out on something, that's it. I'm the bad influence and I'm all the junkies of the world, you know what I mean? So
yeah. Pat, the mod over at Ryan's is calling him a narcissist, told him to quit.
But there you go. Even Ryan's own mod is sick of him. You know what I mean? Mod. And you know, and Ryan ain't got many mods, has he?
No, he got 3, I think.
That's what I'm saying. So if his mods are going to get angry at something,
wait a minute.
I'm not going to show you, you know.
I'm a mod now. Sorry.
There you go. But imagine warning it like, you know what I mean? Imagine warning it's like I'm hanging out with you every day. We're thousands of miles away, Roger. Like I can really say to you, oh, Roger, go and buy a bag of gear. We'll go share it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Daily that happens, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, of course.
we promote that lifestyle every day.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, the whole reason I'm on YouTube is to tell about Christ. And part of my Christ story is my past. So that's why my past comes out.
Yeah.
Because it's my testimony. Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's to show what Christ has done, not to show what I've done, because I couldn't have done it on my own.
No. Most decent people I know go through worse stuff, makes you a better person, dude. It really does.
There you go. Right, let's get on with the topic. Let's do it. Right, Moloch, this guy, like I say, he's called Legends of History. His channel's called, and he said he studied every mention of Moloch in the Bible, and this is the scary truth sort of thing. So let's see what he's saying. I've never heard of him before. Yeah, the title of it was called I Studied Every Mention of Moloch in the Bible. Here's the Scary Truth. That's what he called it.
What the heck am I looking at? Is
Sometimes
that a Triton?
Say again, bro.
There's a Triton in Zeus's hand or something, right?
Oh, you mean the background?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Baz's prompt about 2 weeks
I know
ago.
it's one of those.
It was the one saying "Are false gods on fire running from Mount Olympus," something like that. So I thought because of Moloch, you know what I mean, an idol, I thought, well, I'll stick that back one up, you know. I know my thumbnail's not the most accurate because he hasn't got like a bull's face and all that. But I was trying the AI to do it, but yeah, it still came out with horns and stuff like that. So, you know, it's one of them.
Dude, I saw a dude yesterday that actually naturally grew horns out of his head.
Ooh.
There are people like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's mad, isn't it?
Well, he had them surgically removed, and I think the last time he did it killed him.
Oh, blooming hell. That must be some kind of, I don't know. Obviously, it's what you call it? A birth defect of some sort, you know?
Yeah. You know, horns, most of the horns are made out of the same thing hair is made out of.
Yeah, usually twisted up here and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like your nails. Nails are just skin. It's just hard skin and layers of it, you know?
Yes.
So, right, let's continue. Well, let's start.
As Molech. is a name that appears several times in the Hebrew Bible, primarily in Leviticus, but also showing up in the Book of Kings 1 and 2, and also in Jeremiah. Usually, if we look across different translations of the Bible, we are able to find slightly different sentiments about characters, perhaps infer slightly different connotations depending on the author's fancy. But with Moloch...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all the authors, if they're talking about Moloch, then they won't be telling the truth. But obviously, everybody's got a different perception, just like the Gospels, you know, like it was a different perception. I seen it from this angle, he's seen it from that angle. This guy didn't see it at all, but he knows about it from this guy, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Jesus had a purple sash. Jesus had a red sash. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Or things like he fed the 5,000 or he fed the 4,000. That's not an actual number. It's just an estimate of. It looks like there's 5,000 people there. Now, how can you tell the difference between 4,000 and 5,000 at a glance? You can't. You can't. You'd have to count. So it's just different perceptions. Hey, Jim, how you doing, man?
Dude, I take Matthew's word for it because he's a tax collector. He count each head.
Right.
I was making a tax joke.
It literally says I've got one person watching. That can't be right. It really can't be right.
3 people in here now. What the heck are you talking about?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's telling me I've got one person. There was 5 a second ago. Now it's telling me I've got one. I don't know what's going on here. I just think YouTube's full of it. Madness. Now it's 2.
It says 2 over here to me too. So weird.
Yeah, I just don't.
Dude, if you get you get more Americans viewing if you actually go later.
Well, no, but it doesn't matter. I go at night time as well, and I still get the same amount. Like I used to go at any time, and I'd have a certain amount. But now, lately, I mean, it's this time of year especially. I mean, I just don't get people coming in anymore. I just don't know why. It's just one of them. It feels futile sometimes. I'm not going to stop, but it kind of gets hurtful. It kind of gets hurtful. But never mind.
Yeah, I'm still sharing your streams, man.
All my viewers. It's nothing to do with that. It's just, I don't know. Maybe my channel doesn't mean anything. Maybe I'm not meant to do this. I don't know.
I don't think it's like that.
We'll see.
Wherever he appears, and in whatever translation, the accounts are unanimous. Moloch is condemned in the strongest of terms. He is warned against as being the most wicked entity. He is clearly defined as being the most detestable, and the rituals linked to him, most chillingly child sacrifice, are treated as abominations. In today's episode,
But they are abominations. I hope you're not going to argue against that, because they definitely are an abomination.
We'll be tracking down every mention of Moloch across.
Sorry?
I'll argue against it right quick. They're not abominations. They're God's creation. Moloch.
Yeah, Moloch is certainly an abomination.
Scripture, and understanding just how dark and bleak this ancient deity was, that he was able to manipulate the ancient Israelites into tossing their children into the fires to please him. Leviticus.
Yeah, ancient Israelites that knew about God, knew about their Hebrew God, and they still managed to, you know, that shows how rebellious they were and how much they didn't have faith in God. You know, I mean, even some that seem to have faith, we know our heroes, you know, like some Moses, Abraham, people like that, but they weren't perfect. Moses murdered, you know, stuff like that. But that's the type of people God uses. You know what I mean? God uses like the worst of us. You know what I mean? To bring out the best in him. So you see the best in him. Well, the best is always in him, but you know what I mean? Uses the worst of us so it glorifies the Lord more. Like bringing someone from the scrape the bottom of the barrel to be all on fire for God and preaching God's word. That's only glory to God, you know? Only glory to God and not the person.
Where was Moloch from?
Where was Moloch from? It was Babylon, right? Moloch was he was an idol, wasn't he? He was there was that statue idol that they put Babylon probably
Babylon.
They put babies on the hot palms of his that, you know, obviously roasted to death. So I think I'd say he was a Babylonian god, wasn't he?
That's a painful death, dude. Think about
Oh, aye. All right. Well,
Vicky, I'm kind of feeling better. You can hear me, can't you?
you can still
My
hear it a
voice.
little bit in your
Yeah, it's getting there.
definitely. Eastern cultures, particularly associated with the Canaanites, Phoenicians, Ammonites, that kind of thing. Yeah. It's literally a false idol, literally a false idol, but certainly a real thing.
Phoenician. Well, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there's a demon that's called Moloch, but I don't think he's a physical thing.
No, well, no, he's not a physical thing, but he's certainly a real thing. That's what I mean. He's not a physical thing, no.
Yeah,
The idol is physical. I mean, the statue is physical that they use, but yes, no, he's certainly a demon. Certainly a demon.
Yeah, see, people nowadays don't think like that. It's physical. It's
Oh,
got to be
either
a
a demon.
monster.
It could be a demon or a fallen angel. It could be one or the other. Different things. They both work for Satan, don't they? But they are different entities.
You got people sacrificing their babies to it. That's enough said.
Well, literally sacrificing their babies on it. You know what I mean? Horrible thing.
Verse 18 is a chapter focused on forbidden sexual practices, setting out a strict moral code that defines what is considered.
Oh, bless you, Baja, man. Bless you, bro. Bless you, man.
Unacceptable behavior among the Israelites. It draws a hard line between what is holy and what is corrupt, listing incestuous relationships, adultery, and at one point, even the condemnation of this Moloch and the sacrifices that are.
Well, absolutely a condemnation of it. Absolutely. Why wouldn't there be? It's disgusting. Diabolical. Infernal.
Yeah. Well, didn't Einstein do that too? Yeah, I think he did.
So ingrained with his reputation. We are told, "You shall not give any of your children to offer them to Moloch, and so profane the name of your God." This is the first time Moloch is mentioned in the Bible, and as we can see, he is mentioned almost casually, without any introduction and without much in the way of context.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it might seem like that, but you've got to remember there's a lot of lost scriptures. There's a lot of lost scriptures, like even the scripture that I didn't know about that mentions in the Bible streams we're doing, the Alexander Scurby thing, and he was mentioning the chronicles of the books of the kings and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I thought Book Kings is after this. No, they were talking about the lost books. So I dare say in scripture there would have been more details on them in other scriptures,
In a sense, the narrator, or God, assumes the reader knows who Moloch is. Perhaps an indication.
Yeah, because he was probably written about before, in some scriptures that have been lost.
Yeah, or maybe that everybody in the region that knew the Phoenicians or whatnot knew what they worshipped.
Right.
Already.
Well, right, absolutely. And obviously God told Moses a lot of things, so because it could be through word of mouth, passed down traditionally, word of mouth sort of thing, Don't stare too hard. What's that? Don't stare too hard, Vic. Why?
I'm watching the anus. That's what Vicky said. That's funny.
Nice.
Of how sinister and notorious he is, that he requires no explanation. The people of that time would have known Moloch all too well, the pagan god of the Ammonites, a group of people.
There you go, pagan god of the Ammonites. Pagan god of the Ammonites.
Descended from Lot, and despite such descendancy, would find themselves clashing frequently with the Israelites, being noteworthy for their hostility. These Ammonites, amongst the many other groups living in Canaan at that time, were, as far as the Bible tells us, a wicked people. They chose not to worship the biblical God and chose instead to worship their own false gods. These people, as a result of their godlessness, were believed to engage.
Why is he raising his hands like he's under arrest?
I know, I was thinking that myself. I would have said, wasn't the babies actually placed in the burning palms? So wouldn't the palms have to be facing up the way? sort of thing. It's like the idol itself is surrendering. You know, I surrender to you people.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is.
Engage in the more sinful practices of adultery, warfare, incest, and of course, child sacrifice. Something their god Moloch demanded. It makes sense then why this offering of children to Moloch in Leviticus is not further elaborate.
People whine about God asking in the covenant for a little bit of foreskin, you know, but these guys, it's fine just to sacrifice your whole baby, burn it to death. But you know, when God asks for a little bit of skin, you know, people are, oh, mutilation. You know, I seen Stephen Sandro came in last night. No, it's cruel. You know, I've blocked Sandro, but I seen him in the thing. Yeah, and it's like, Sandro, you said this when you used to first come to my channel. Then you told me that I taught you a lot through my channel, and now you're saying the exact same things you did when you first came in. You know, that basically he says that the God of the New Testament and the God of the Old Testament are different. Like, you learned nothing then, Sandro. You learned nothing.
On either, but rather assumed from the vagueness of the line that this was a practice that was commonly known to an ancient audience, and that this was something that the intended audience already knew.
And if Sandro wants to know, the only reason I haven't unblocked him, and you know what I mean, they're always forgiven, I'll always forgive him, but he was talking about my woman's genitals. That's why I haven't unblocked him. You know,
I remember
like
that.
She called him a twat, meaning you're an idiot, and he says something about not as big as yours, basically saying she had a bucket vagina. That's what he was implying. So like, she called him an idiot by using that word, because that's all it means. And he went personal and started saying things about her. That's the only reason I haven't unblocked him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was say something right quick. Mr. Cheswick's streaming right now. He's only got 3 people watching him too.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the time of year, but in general, I mean, Mr. Cheswick always says he's only got a couple of people watching. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's understandable. He gets his views afterwards because people come to live streams mainly to talk and chat and stuff. Listening to music, you're not really. Yes, I do music, obviously, but my whole streams ain't just music, are they? I love Mr. Cheswick's music as well, but a lot of people come to the live streams to chat and that. So maybe that's why he doesn't get as many. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I like his music.
Yeah,
but then he did that thing. He did that thing where he banned everybody and was testing YouTube and that. But I still don't understand what exactly he was doing. He said it'd be revealed, but I don't think he ever really revealed it. You know?
No, he does that too now. Every once in a while, if he doesn't want anybody in the chat, he'll like, you have to be a member for 33 and 1/3 years or something. He'll set. Yeah, you get it, right?
yeah, of course. It's the same as DJ New Moon when he did that premiere. He said he put it on subscriber mode, but put it on custom, and you had to be subscribed for 100 odd years or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it makes no sense. It's only so people couldn't talk, so you could say, "Yeah, my live chat was on." But nobody can say anything if they haven't been subscribed for over 100 years, can they? Which is impossible.
Yeah. No, some people don't have short-term memory when it comes to certain things.
Oh, absolutely.
Like people are trying to slide Mikey's videos in now. Like again, like Mikey's. We can do the same thing, you know. It's not that big.
Of course. But I've got no problem with Mikey's observations. My problem is Mikey. Yeah, absolutely.
Was pretty heinous. In any case, the verse here is pretty clear. It was a warning to the Israelites not to give their children to the Canaanites. Regardless of how they came across, these were not a people to be trusted, and their God's diabolical appetite was not something to entertain. In another
diabolical appetite. An appetite of hell. That's exactly what that means. Yeah, well said to this guy. I hope he's a Christian. It'd be cool if he was a Christian.
Yeah, but he's not a Canaanite.
No, certainly not.
Of this verse, some point to how it sits almost misplaced amongst the other warnings in the passage. those which, as aforementioned, focus on a more sexual aspect. Here, readers are encouraged not to attempt to have sex with women whilst they're menstruating, not to lie with their neighbour's wife, not to engage in homosexuality, and not to lie with animals. In between all of this is Moloch.
Good advice. Good advice.
Yeah.
So why does Moloch and child sacrifice get brought up here?
Do you think God told us to do these things, not to do these things for his own good? No. It was for our own good. You know, what kind of things does that lead to? Sexual diseases, you know, immorality, arguments within the family because of cheating, all that kind of stuff, you know? God did it for our own good, not for his good.
Will the real Moloch please stand up?
In a passage seemingly dedicated to perversions and sexual deviancy. To some scholars, the placement of Moloch here...
By the way, guys, it's boxing night tonight. So the 2 bouts is going to be, obviously, because I haven't seen it, obviously I know the result. So it's Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. And we're going to do the Misfits boxing one, the Andrew Tate versus... what was the dude's name? The real boxer's name? Hold on.
I don't know.
Chase Demore. Andrew Tate versus Chase Demore. And both of them lost. Obviously, Jake Paul lost and Tate lost as well. Tate is a good kickboxer and all that as well, and a good boxer. But he was like, yeah, after the second round, I was gassed. I don't know why, but I was gassed. You were fatigued because you didn't train properly, obviously. And that's what happens. You were gassed because you didn't train properly. You do know why. But he's all right. I mean, I don't like Andrew Tate. He's right about a lot of things, but his attitude completely stinks. It's awful. But when it comes to fighting, he was an all right fighter. You know what I mean? He was an all right kickboxer, an all right fighter. So I thought he would have done better than he did, but, you know, he didn't. And all he can do is try and cope with it. He's putting a lot of videos out to do with coping. But the Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul, obviously he beat Jake Paul, he broke his technical knockout, and he broke his jaw in 2 places. But he then was in I think it was yesterday or the day before, he was in a car accident in Nigeria, and the 2 drivers in the front died, and he's like injured, sort of thing.
Jake Paul should quit fighting, dude. I'm gonna stop.
Oh, too right. I mean, he's trained. Yes, he could be a professional boxer, but he's a lower tier boxer. He's not world class. He should never have been given the opportunities he's been given. But that's money. That's money for you. They seen the net, especially Netflix. Netflix has got to see that how much people it'll draw in. Not because they know that Jake's a good boxer, but because they know they wanted to see him get his face panned in. And Jake Paul knows that, and he knows it'll sell tickets. You know what I mean?
I do. It's mental, isn't it?
He's the guy. Well, business-wise, he's got that business acumen. Obviously, the snidey side of it, you know, the sleek it, sly side of it. But he's got that acumen. He knows how to make money, Jake Paul, for sure.
Reflects a Jewish tradition that those who offered up their daughters to Moloch were not literally offering their
topic. I said I was going to do the topic on to bring awareness to the MAP camps, which means minor attracted person. You know, these things do need exposing, but you know, the state my channel's in at the minute, maybe it's a good idea not to do that one at the minute, because people take it the wrong way. Obviously, I want to expose it as in this is against God, against children. Nobody should be okay. The minor attracted people should not be bloody protected, and it should not be a sexual orientation. It's disgusting, you know. But you know, if I do a stream on that, people will probably take it the wrong way. So I'm not going to bother. But it's something it does need addressing, and people are like scared to address it because of this type of thing. But you know, I'll keep it in reserve and maybe do it at some point, because it does need talking about for sure.
Their lives, but rather committing their daughters to live as temple prostitutes in exchange for blessings and boons that were believed to have been grantable by Moloch alone. Yet the general consensus is that these verses containing Moloch do indeed refer to actual human sacrifices, particularly infanticide, which brings up another idea.
Exactly what it is. Infanticides. It's not sacrificing older children. It's not sacrificing like teenagers. It's not sacrificing adults. So it is infanticide. Infanticide. That's how you pronounce it. Homicide, infanticide. Yeah. So it is. It's literally what it is. It's killing babies.
Well, it's easier to kill babies than it is adults. Let's put it that way. That's
right.
why they do that crap, man. That's a coward's way out. Yeah.
Oh, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
That those who were bringing children to Moloch were not always of Ammonite descent, nor of even the surrounding Canaanite areas, but were also Israelites who had found Moloch and his method of worship to be a convenient way to get rid of children that were born out of wedlock.
See?
For these people,
it's like
just
abortion.
Because they were born out of wedlock. Yeah, just sacrifice them to Moloch. But well, listen, yes, even God says like have children within marriage, but even if a child is born out of wedlock, it's still in God's plan to have that child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't make mistakes that way. God makes good things out of bad happenings. It's simple as that.
Yeah, when I was about 12 years old, I actually bought a shirt that actually had a actual photograph of 2 photographs of a fetus on it. It says, "This is what you look like at 6, 7 weeks old."
Right.
Yeah.
There you go, and that's true. It's like now, like with these these woke people, these transformers and all that, when they say things like, "Oh yeah, this man when I was born just assigned a gender to me." No, your gender was assigned at conception. It was revealed at birth. That's all. And you're saying this man gave it to you? No. I mean, biology gave it to you. God gave it to you.
Yeah.
Not only did it destroy the evidence of an affair from the community, but it also could be seen as hiding it from God.
That's you saying that about the embryo and fetus and all. That's kind of what reminded me. I know it was on a different topic, on a different branch, but that's kind of what reminded me on that. That's why I said it, sort of thing, even though it was off topic.
If removing the product of the affair from existence was enough to vindicate them of having sinned at all. This loophole, if you will.
Yeah, but you're right. It's absolutely true. Sorry, I'm going back to that as well. But it's true though, Roger. I mean, that's a good T-shirt, because the only difference between that embryo, that fetus, that baby inside the stomach and being outside the stomach is, one, it's not breathing in there. It's got the embryo fluids in its lungs, and it's covered by a load of skin and womb. That's the only difference. And age. That's it. It's the only difference between them two parallels. You know what I mean?
That's why I never understood abortion. I really don't. No matter what.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I understand people have done it. I understand people who have had abortions under rape and stuff like that. I get why they want it. I do get why women have abortions. Whether it's right or not is a different thing. But yeah, I do understand it to a certain extent. I understand their feelings towards it 100%. And certain, but when it's just used, when abortion is used as a form of contraception, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Yeah. When I say I understand it, I'm not saying I agree with it, but I understand their position on it sometimes, Yeah, absolutely.
That's the testify the other day.
That's it.
She was going to be aborted. Her mom wanted to abort her because she was raped.
Right.
But she was glad that it was against the law because she wouldn't be here now.
Right. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like say, God makes good out of bad. So there's no mistakes in that thing. You know what I mean? In that area. But yeah, I do understand the feelings on it 100%. I'm not saying I agree, but I understand the feelings on it. And but as I said, people pro-choice saying eating animals is murder. Crazy world. Exactly.
Yeah, it is.
Bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The murder the babies, but eating meat is murder. Wow.
I thought it was unusual for myself that I look back at it. At 12 years old, I was bold enough to wear a shirt like that, even in school.
Right.
I got a lot of comments, dude. You have no idea.
See,
People hated
that's
me
it.
for it.
Pro-choice. I think it's even a stupid saying, pro-choice. You know, it's does that baby inside you get a choice?
Nope.
If you're pro-choice, you know, I mean,
No.
it's only pro-choice when it's about you. You know, when you want to choose it, it's only pro-choice. You know what I mean? What about the choice of the baby? No, that didn't get a choice. You know, so yeah.
No, as I've heard, if you can't afford it, why won't you abort it instead?
There you go. It's just bad. It's been used as a form of contraception. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So the rest of that little verse goes like this: whatever happened to sin?
Right.
It's a sin in nature to abort your own child. Even animals don't do that.
No, of course. No, of course.
Now things happen like miscarriages and stillbirths, and the animals take care of that themselves. But I mean, the mother animal in the wild is not like, I gotta abort this. Get it off me.
It's all about protecting and nurturing. Yeah, they're always protective, aren't they? Absolutely. Sorry, I'm itching my feet. Oh, right. No.
Is perhaps why God speaks to Moses in Leviticus so plainly, because he means to set the record straight about Moloch and remind his people that engaging in this activity will not absolve them. In fact, it lands them in even more trouble. Chapter 20 of Leviticus expands on chapter 8.
It will not absolve you. It lands you more trouble, but they still do it, probably because of their selfishness. Oh, born out of wedlock, let's just chuck our babies in the fire. Idiots.
Why not?
Where chapter 18 told us what not to do, chapter 20 tells us what would happen if we did it anyway. It comes across as a list of punishments, mostly consequences for sexual immorality, but once again featuring the likes of Moloch here. As you can imagine, the punishment for engaging with Moloch and giving away one's children to him is most severe indeed. We are told, any Israelite or any foreigner residing in Israel who sacrifices any of his children to Moloch is put to death.
Put to death. Back then, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, remember? Yak for yak, tusk for tusk.
Well, you think about the babies that those people sacrificed there, worshiping Moloch. They didn't have a say in it at all. So.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah. You won't have a say in you die, neither, would you, if that's against the rules?
No, that's right.
It's preventative. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
The members of the community are to stone him. I myself will set my face against.
And stoning doesn't just mean little pebbles being thrown at you. I would say it's bludgeoned to death with massive, spiky, jaggy rocks.
Well, think about this, though. Didn't David slay a giant with a little stone?
Oh, aye. Yeah. And he had
So,
5 of the buggers as well for his bros. Well, so we think.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he certainly had 5 he didn't use. I used one of the buggers.
Well, if you go through all the scriptures, I think his brothers get whacked anyways. You know.
Oh yeah, they get whacked afterwards. Yeah. They get whacked.
We'll cut him off.
They get murked. Nice.
His people, for by sacrificing his children to Moloch, he has defiled my sanctuary and profaned my holy name.
Oh yes.
If the members of the community closed their eyes when that man sacrificed,
of course you have, because you just took away a creation of God. You know what I mean? A child that could have been for God. You know, it didn't have the choice. Didn't give it the choice.
as one of his children to Moloch, and if they fail to put him to death, I myself will set my face against him and his family, and will cut them off from their people together with all who follow him in prostituting themselves to Moloch. This puts into perspective
them words as well. Harsh words, you know, straight from absolutely judgmental and holy at the same time, and righteous. Absolutely. What does he say? I myself will set my face against him and his family, and will cut them off from their people together with all who follow him in prostituting themselves to Moloch. You bunch of prosy heathens.
So it kind of makes Moloch a pimp, doesn't it?
It's yes, 100%.
Just how vilified Moloch was, and perhaps just how much God despised this other dark entity. It wasn't just the Israelites, God's chosen people, who would bear the brunt of the consequences should they partake in the rituals, but also anyone who was living within Israel who did so too. Now, we know that all people were God's people, according to the biblical narrative, even if they didn't acknowledge it themselves.
That's the
But
one.
it's interesting that
That's the one about to go whoring after other gods. Absolutely. Hoorens. They're hooring and they're touring. Hooring and touring. Well, touring and hooring. Because they got to tour to hua. Absolutely, bro.
God is willing to go out of his way here to set the punishment for anyone, even those who weren't really bothering him or the Israelites, if they went and paid tribute to Moloch. What's more interesting is that despite having the power to punish people himself, he leaves this matter in the hands of the community to fulfill. Those found to be guilty of entertaining Moloch and engaging in child sacrifice were to be stoned to death, which also gives us the impression that this wasn't just a transgression against God, but a transgression against the community itself.
Absolutely. Even for their own safety, they get stoned to death. Otherwise, what would happen to them? They'd be tormented all their lives for what they did, beaten, cut up, end up dying anyway, because of that. You know how people act towards pedos and things like that nowadays. Yeah. And you know how they don't get a life in prison if they get hold of them. They either exploit them or just beat them every day or just kill them, Usually they get exploited first for as much money and all that they've got, or is it skivvy, a lackey, all that kind of things. So that would happen in real life. So it shows how serious it was if they had to be stoned to death, even for their own safety, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I was going to say one thing. Everybody I know that's ever had an abortion after the fact, it's scarring, dude.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. A lot of people regret it. You know what I mean? I understand certainly why a lot of people have done it in the past, and I don't condemn them for it at all. That's their past life. You know what I mean? Because I obviously know people that have.
What I'm saying is,
they've come to God afterwards. Yeah. So you got still forgiveness there. I understand why they did it. I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? But I understand. From a human standpoint, from feelings, from emotions, completely understand.
Yeah. They don't ever forget it though. I mean, it's always
no, of course not.
It takes something out of your soul, dude. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sacrificing children was just as much a horror to us today as it was to the ancient Israelites. Perhaps even the Ammonites themselves had their reservations about it. But the main takeaway here is that this passage of Leviticus shows us the mood and sentiments behind the original authors when it came to Moloch and child sacrifice. Additionally, you'll notice that it isn't enough for God to lay down these rules and punishments, for he probably knew that despite the severity of his words, they would not be fulfilled in their entirety unless there was an even greater incentive. The old adage, evil presides when good men do nothing, comes to mind, and this is what the biblical God was basically guarding against. He wanted to encourage the community to work together and hold evil accountable, even if it might have been uncomfortable to do so, and even if they had to end up stoning someone they actually liked.
See?
No one was allowed to break.
That's righteous judgment. That's God's righteous judgment. And people will say that, well, he was angry and full of he was vexed all the time, full of wrath, and killed people and all that stuff. This is why it's righteous. If you go into detail, in a surface look, it might look like cruelty, but you go into depths and have a look at it, and you see exactly why. You see exactly why. And if you think you can do a better job than God, you know, I don't think you'll ever get a chance to have a go at it. But think about it. You couldn't do what God does. You know, try to keep everybody happy on the bloody earth with all everybody's different opinions, different subjective morals, and all that. You know, it's it's an impossible task for a man to do. You know, so God is the standard. It doesn't matter what we feel about it. God is the standard. You know what I mean? Simple.
Yeah. I got a question though, PJ. Does this guy think he's either the Joker or the Green Goblin?
He's a bit of both, isn't he? He's a bit of both. He's got the colours there, isn't he? He's got the colours, the purple and the green. Yeah, absolutely. I like it. I dare say he's a Christian. I'm going to have to check his channel out. He sounds like he's coming from a Christian point of view, or he could just be reading the Bible as a story. I don't know. He definitely looks like a reader.
He sounds serious.
Yeah, he does sound serious. It's called Legends of History. Let me go get his channel. Let's have a closer look at it. 2 secs. I'll put his link in anyway in case anybody wants to sub to him. Let me just go get it. I've put his name in the description, but I haven't put his link there. So let me just go get it. Doing. Come on. Thank you. Legends of History. Let me just grab that. Share. Copy. Right. So this is the link to this video. You can sub through that. But let's go have a quick leakage at it. What do you want? What do you want?
Hello.
What do you want?
I just tried typing in your chat.
Yeah. Vicky banned you.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she banned you the other week for being a troll. Simple.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see. Well, okay,
yeah.
That makes sense.
This is when we came out with. That's why even on Flats is why he's got a no troll policy now, like, because it's just getting beyond the joke. It's getting beyond the joke. I can easily unban you, but the thing is, you do the same thing, she's just got to ban you again because you just there's no change here whatsoever. So like, I don't see the point. I don't see the point in ban you. You come in and do the same thing all the time. You know what you're doing, you know, and it's bullcrap. It's bullcrap. You know, I used to make up excuses for you a year or so ago, but I got sick of it. At the end of the day, all you're doing is derailing and trolling. You know, you say you're coming here to teach us something. You know, you're not. You're not at all. We used to be where you were at. You're not teaching us anything, bro. Simple as that. Now, I don't mind you being here at all, but when it comes to this bullcrap and the same thing over and over again, it's beyond a joke. It's beyond a joke. Now, what was you going to type in chat anyway?
Something about how I remember hearing that lightning was like God's wrath back in the day, like when I was younger.
Yeah, people say that, but there's no scriptural proof of that. Like when people say when it rains, God's crying, or you know, stuff like when it's sunshine, he's happy. You know, and that's just what people.
Yeah.
Like Apollo and he has that's different, dude. That's another god.
I know.
It's pagan.
But
I'm going to unban you one last time, bro. But that's it. If somebody decides to ban you after that, I'm just not going to bother because it's just rinse, repeat, start over again. You know what I mean? Rinse, repeat, start over again. So I'll unban you, man. But it's just like I can't see anything changing. You know, it's just the same thing it has been for years, bro. You just want to come in and try and debunk the Bible and stuff like that when you can't. So you've never read the Bible to debunk it. You know, it's not coming in the right heart. You're not coming in to be objective and open-minded. It's because you've already got the world. You've already got the world, bro, of worldview of I'm a glober and I don't really believe in the biblical God, so I just want to debunk these things. You're not coming in to say like, well, possibly I could be wrong and I'll listen and be open-minded. That's not what it's about. You want to debunk things even though you don't know about them. You know more about globe than you do about Bible, absolutely.
Well, yeah.
But you know, you do. That's what you do. You want to come in and try and debunk scripture without knowing scripture and even being open-minded about it. It's all about the debunkage. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I know I'm going to unban you, but like I said, if someone banned you again, I just don't see the point. I mean, it wasn't me banned you. It wasn't me banned you. But this was at a point when the trolls was going crazy and all that again, and Vicky just said, right, no troll policy, same as what Flat said. Let me just get hold on.
And that was last week, huh?
I don't know when. I think it was about 2 weeks ago she banned you. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
You know, I'm making a compilation that's called Trolls Gone Wild.
Trolls Gone Wild. I got it.
I wouldn't describe myself as a troll, though.
No troll would.
Well, you troll. You're the one of the politest trolls. You are polite, but there's such a thing as passive aggressive. You know what I mean? It's not maybe what you maybe troll's not the best word for it, but it's your motive behind what you're doing. You don't troll and call people stupid and all that, and you know you don't do twisted stuff.
I'm not jack of all trades.
It's the motive behind what you're doing, bro. It's not an honest motive. I mean, if you just turn around and say, yeah, all I'm about is just trying to debunk things because I don't believe them. But no, you come with a dishonest heart saying, yeah, no, I'm being open-minded when you're not. You're not.
Well, I do. You know, when I talk about the Bible, I look at those. Like I actually read what the Bible says.
Well, you have to. You have to read what's, if you're trying to debunk something from a certain scripture, you have to read it. But my point is, you only do that to try and debunk it. You're not reading the Bible just to be read it and be open-minded. You're doing it. You're only reading that specific passage or scripture to debunk what you want to try and debunk. You know, that's only the reason you do it. That's the thing. It's the motive behind it.
I read the sections that are up for debate, like what people actually debate about. I read those particular scriptures. I'm not like biased or anything. I do have an open mind.
Okay. You have not got an open mind. You have not got an open mind, bro. Far from it.
Can I say something right quick? You know, they actually found a place in the Middle East that has this walls with these sulfur balls inside of it.
Like salt?
Sulfur.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, sulfur. Is sulfur salt?
No, not really.
It's salt. It's sulfur.
Yeah.
You
know what city? There was a city that was burned up by sulfur in the Bible. You know what city that was, right?
There you are.
Of Gomorrah.
Is it Luca the fertilizer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've actually found Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right. You're unbanned.
Yeah. Sodom and Gomorrah was a real city that got burned up by fire from heaven. And there's archaeological proof of this.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So you're unbanned. Try typing in chat, Luca. Baza says, Luca, the trouble is, if you pick a single verse or like when you haven't learned what is actually about, if you miss the overall message, then what's the point? Exactly. And sometimes it's not even just the context of that book or verse or chapter. It's sometimes about reading the whole history of it from beginning, from start to bloody finish. You know, sometimes context itself needs more context within context, you know, of the whole overall arcing message. You know, there you go. I can see it. I
see it. Okay.
Cool. So
thank you.
Not a problem. So it's like I say, it's your MO, it's your motive behind it. You know, it's
so Luca.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go look up what I told you. You'll find out that it's true. So I mean, like there's a lot of evidence for the Bible. It's going to be people have been trying to debunk it forever, but the more they look, the more evidence they find for the Bible to be true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
fact.
And like I said, I've always said to you as well, I'd rather you become be with the Lord than become a bloody flat earther. You know, being a flat earther is secondary compared to rather than a relationship with Christ. I'd rather you find Christ before even think about the flat earth thing. You know?
Say, I wish you would look like that at all the globe rhetoric.
I just told him we banned him like 2 weeks ago or something. She said, for F's sake, I go to the chemist, and when I come back, Luca is here.
Yeah. So what I was trying to there's Vicky there, but right quick, Luca, I wish you would take critical thought when it comes to the claims that all the globies tell you, and actually examine their evidence. Just not, I'll take what they say. You know, you'll find out that most of it's a big fairy tale, dude. It really is.
Exactly. And I just said to him, I said, look, I will ban you one last time. I says, but if someone bans you again, I'm not going to bother, because it's all about you. It's yes, you're polite, but and you're not twisted trolly like the other trolls, but it's your motive behind things. It's how you do it. You know what I mean? The motive behind things. It's not about being open-minded. I've already told you this. It's about you only read a scripture when you want to debunk something. That's, you know, you're not open-minded to what the scripture has to say about the overall meaning of it. You're just interested in that scripture at that point because it's a tool to debunk what you want to debunk, or try to debunk what you want to debunk. That's the motive behind it. It's not that you're coming in like, you're this and you're that, and I'm making videos, snidey videos, and being all twisted and getting bots to unlike things and watch things doing like. No, you're not that type of troll. I wouldn't say you are a troll, but you're the way you do things. It's a different type though. I wouldn't say it's like a
you're not a
malicious.
troll,
you're not a malicious troll, but there's a motive by what you do. You are a detractor.
Massively, and the thing is, Luca, it's the same thing every night, and like for us, we don't believe what you believe. So when you keep telling us we're wrong, even if we are, why do you put so much effort into trying to tell us that we're wrong? Why do you all care so much? What we know doesn't affect any of you in your lives. So why put so much time and effort into trying to prove us wrong?
Well, it's not like I want to be mean when I try and prove you wrong.
No, I don't think you're trying to be mean at all. But there's definitely a motive behind it. It's not about, like I might learn something from these guys. It's like I'm going to tell them that they're that what they believe is total crap, and I'm going to just spin the same rhetoric as everybody else has tried without being objective about it.
And it's not like I never try to understand your viewpoint. I did ask when we first met.
The only reason you try to understand that viewpoint is for the debunking of it.
No, like I asked what got you into flat Earth. Like what's the main piece of evidence that got you into Earth
that's
stuff?
Small talk. That's just small talk. That's no concern. That's small talk.
Well, and that's like, if I can show how that's wrong or something, you know.
But
you're not showing it.
You're not showing it. All you're doing is saying it.
Yeah, and you're literally repeating Google, ChatGPT, or whichever search engine you use. Yeah, so that's not proving it. Like it's like telling us the Bible isn't real because a man wrote it. Your science books were wrote by men. So why would you believe that? None of you Globers have actually gone and done any of the experiments yourself. All of the ones you all parrot. Yet, because some random bloke 100 years ago did it, you all believe it. Your God is science. Our God is the creator.
Well, it's not even science.
Well,
though.
hold on.
It's not even science, babe. It's pseudo. It's not
Before
science.
before this spirals into a debate, I need
Not going to.
I just need to correct
I've got
that.
a topic to do. It's not going into a debate.
No,
That's it,
Because
done.
I got
yeah,
one
I
thing
know.
to say.
Before I said before I get into the debating aspect of this, when this clearly isn't, yeah, it's clearly not a debate. It's about Moloch and scripture or something. What
Yeah.
you're watching a video, right?
We're not
Yeah.
watching it. Well, we're reviewing it. Yeah.
Reviewing it. You're reviewing a person talk about
Moloch.
That guy
Moloch.
called Moloch, the Canaanite. Yeah. God.
Did I put his
Okay,
link in?
well,
Yeah, I did. Right.
Listen,
Oh no,
if-
let him say
if-
what he's got to say, babe. Hold
Yeah,
on, let him
yeah.
say
Go on,
what he's got to
Luca.
say.
Get it out.
Well,
point.
to get to the point quickly, you are just well, when you said that no one ever tests the experiments for themselves, that's just wrong. Yeah.
No, but no, she didn't say no one. She's talking about you guys that come in flats and stuff. You don't. I mean, we asked you about like the other night, just for observation's sake. Take a little video out of the balloon plane. You didn't.
I
said
did.
A snapshot. You said.
Well, I did actually do a video as well, but that
Well, then bring
was
it
the
on.
Well,
first.
then present it on your channel. Then come to Platts with it afterwards. You know, it's not. I don't debate flat earth on here. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
come
yeah,
to
I know.
Platts with it. You know, if you've got something to show us, that's great, fantastic.
Can I say one thing
And
before you go any further?
pretty much every single physicist does the practical because that's how you get your PhD or something. You do the practical. You have to do like 100 hours of practical.
Hold on,
Luca,
within a
Luca.
controlled environment with a load of
No.
other people.
You're talking about
so it's not
people
like-
that did it for as part of their education. I'm not on about them. I'm on about you, Luca. You every night you come on Keeps and tell everyone how we're all so wrong. Yet you don't do these experiments yourself. You read what someone else said.
Well, yeah,
That's what I'm
true.
on about. I'm on about the fact that Brenda still hasn't proven that he's a woman. I'm on about the fact that you all talk a good game, but it's always someone else's work. You all sit and talk shit about us and act like we're all dumb. Trust me, nobody is dumb. Not one flat earther is dumb,
Like
I'll
I
tell
say,
you.
I don't think you're twisted and you've got like malicious intent, but there's definitely a motive behind it, and it's not of being objective and possibly I could learn something from these guys, you know. And I used to make excuses for you, you know, and I'm just done with it. I'm just done with making excuses for you. I don't think you're here being objective and trying to learn at all. You're here to try and tell us something that we already bloody know, already knew and came away from, you know. But I mean, like when that's flat earth, but when it comes to scripture, you're here to even try and debunk that. And it's again, it's not about being open-minded, and these guys could be totally right. It's all about I don't even know the Bible, but I will learn this scripture for a day just to debunk what it's saying, or try to debunk what it's saying. It's the motive behind it, it's the heart behind it, it's the spirit behind it. It's not good.
It's the fact that it's every night, like near enough every night now you're on Keith's and it's the same shit, different day. And I can tell you, as somebody who I came into this as a globe believer, and I did, it was you globers that turned me so far away from the globe, and it was the flat earthers that showed me the truth. And the difference is, Luca, we don't want it. We don't go on Keeps to listen to you try and debunk everything we know. We go there because as flat earthers, we all want to be somewhere where we're learning and talking and all together. But we're not allowed that. But Globers can have it. Like you lot all have your own channels and do your own shit. When do you see any of us in Glober channels? I've never been in any. So, you know, it's the fact that it's every night, every single night. And do you know what? It gets boring. You
Yep.
literally have more repeats than the BBC, and your Globe BS is full of more bullshit than the BBC.
It's all begging the question. It's all about begging the question.
I'm going now because I need to sort my thing out.
It's done. It's done.
Yeah,
But anyway,
love you.
We'll go get on with this this stream, dude. Because love you too,
Babe,
babe.
love you.
I love you too.
Later, Vic.
Bye. Bye, Rog.
I've got a stream to do. I've got a stream to do tonight as well. So you're welcome to stay. But yeah, we're getting on with this topic, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I want to tell Luca, you should go look into Walter Lewin. He's an MIT professor. Just go look at his work right quick. Tell me what you think when you're done.
Walter, how do you spell his name?
Lewin? I'm not really sure how to spell Lewin.
L.
What is it, Lewin or like Llewellyn?
No, it's Lewin.
Lewin.
Lewin, I guess.
Well, if you put MIT professor, I'm sure that'll correct you if you spell it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I do Walter Lewin, MIT professor.
Yeah, there's tons of professors in you guys' field that actually don't subscribe to what they teach the mainstream people about, gravity and other things.
So his teachings, or?
Oh, he's a teacher. Yeah, he's retired now, but yeah, watch his lectures. You'll get the idea.
What is his teachings? I guess.
Yeah. Well, you can watch his channel. He actually has like his actual. He actually does MIT classes.
Oh, he has a channel. Oh,
yeah, I think he does.
Oh,
yeah. There's other professors in your field that actually have other theories, but they don't ever make it into the mainstream because they don't go with the consensus.
Because they don't go with the consensus.
Lewin. Lewin. Okay. It did correct me.
Couldn't have said it better, man.
Yeah.
They go against the conventional idea, you know what I mean? You go against the conventional ideas of modern day science, and then they don't get their opinions don't get heard.
Well, you go listen to Answer in Genesis. Their astronomers are actually so caught up in the heliocentric model of what stars actually are and how they formed that they actually try to fit it into the Bible, let alone science. It's nuts.
Yeah. Right. Let's carry on.
The standard set.
What are you doing? Are you staying or going, Luca?
I'm staying. I'll stay.
All right.
By God. And if they did, well, then the Israelites now had an obligation to rectify the behavior and further discourage anyone else from trying it.
Before Luca came in, I was I was quickly going. We were quickly going to have a look at his description, his channel, to see if he is Christian or not, or see if he's just talking about this from a story, like just reading the Bible kind of Stansted. But he seems pretty knowledgeable about it to me, so he's possibly. Let's just go read his description. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Right. Description to this one fast. Actually, no. Let's go to his.
Okay.
His what you call it? His bio.
I have a summary of it. So it's very, very demo heavy. He's best known for teaching MIT's big introductory physics sequence. Recorded.
Are you talking about what Roger was talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just waiting.
Okay. Right, so 2 seconds. So Legends of his Faith seems like he's more into mythology, history of mythology, and lots of demons, he says. But look, you see some of his videos here, like Lilith, Archangel, Azazel, the Watchers, Lucifer. I'm not sure if he's Christian. He may be, and he's looking at stuff. It's certainly stuff that I would look into, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's Christian because he doesn't say anything about Christ. Let's see quickly about the. Why? Right. So why was so afraid of razor blades and apples? Demonology. Right. Not so sure. Not so sure. It's still an interesting channel. The dark side of Easter. Yeah. Well, certainly that's true. I mean, he may be. He hasn't. There's no confession of Christ or anything here in his bio. But hold on. His community. See what some. Come on. It's taking subliminal long. Right. I haven't uploaded. Right. Okay. Whatever. I'll check it. Right. Check it out. The cell phone. Right. Wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Love Legends of History. Interesting. I mean, he's certainly intrigued by scripture, that's for sure. But whether he's Christian or not, I do not know. I'm not sure. It doesn't really say. Let's see the description to the video we're doing quickly. Is this the one? Yeah, here we are. Right, so it says Moloch, sometimes pronounced as Moloch, is a name that appears several times in the Hebrew Bible, primarily in Leviticus, but also showing up in books of Kings 1 and 2, also in Jeremiah. Usually, if we look across the different translations of the Bible, we are able to find slightly different sentiments about characters, perhaps infer slightly different slightly different connotations depending on the author's fancy, but which Moloch, whenever he appears, and in whatever translation, should be whichever translation. The accounts are unanimous. Moloch is condemned in the strongest of terms. He said this already. He is warned against as being most wicked entity. Right, okay, get the idea. I mean, he's certainly into scripture, but whether he's actually Christian or not, I do not know. Do not know. It seems like he's got a decent channel though, so that's all good. So good.
I found the MIT professor's circular motion, centripetal forces, and perceived gravity.
Yeah, perceived gravity. Yeah, you get Walter Lewis is not a proponent of gravity. He's more into magnetism. He's an actual
he doesn't.
Yeah.
I think he did one where also he apparently he violated the sexual harassment policy, and he was removed.
Oh, that's sad. That doesn't change his work though.
Yeah, it doesn't change his work.
No.
Yeah.
His model Stansted, definitely, but he's working on. Right.
You get the idea.
He warned the Israelites that if they turned a blind eye to what was happening and did not punish offenders, then he would make the punishment even worse for the offender. He would set his face against the offender and his family, which in effect might have put some unwitting bystanders in the crosshairs too, for being guilty by mere association.
Well, how does it go? You fly with the crows, you get shot with the crows. That's how it works. That's how it works.
You might say that God wasn't.
Does Jesus not tell us to be unequally yoked? Not to be unequally yoked. You know?
Yeah.
Encouraging the Israelites to show mercy here. Give the man a quick death by stoning, rather than let him and his family suffer at the hands of God.
That's what I was saying earlier, wasn't it? Like, if he didn't just get stoned, his life would be miserable because of what they do to him. You know what I mean? It's righteous judgment.
I know what you mean.
But it might also be said that...
Sorry, Roger. Go on.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
This was the perfect leverage by God to ensure that man did what he had instructed. No one wanted to be the brother or sister of the man who sacrificed his children.
No,
right?
of course.
Because then it also made them eligible.
But I went about saying leverage, and God doesn't need any leverage. You know, just what He says goes. It's simple as that. If you don't abide by that, then you're not in the right. You know, it's just simple.
For being cut off from them.
Leverage, like saying God, leverage, it seems like God needs to manipulate situations, like just his own. No, and that kind of says something against free will. You know, God doesn't need leverage.
People, if they didn't participate or instigate the stoning. By chapter 11 of the first book of Kings, we are well into the reign of King Solomon. In fact, some might say that by this stage, we are entering the downfall of Solomon. Indeed, despite his initial wisdom and God's favour, it is Solomon's love for women and his inability to resist their charms and
Yo,
King Solomon looked like that.
yeah. King Solomon had love heart eyes and one tooth at the top, one at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Would that be a sin?
What?
Solomon had lots of wives.
Solomon was sinning, yeah. Solomon.
Lusting after women.
Yeah, he had 300 wives and 700 concubines.
Oh,
yes, he was sinning. Yes, he was sinning. Okay. Absolutely sinning.
Oh, okay.
God didn't approve of it.
No, not at all.
He forgave it. But yes, he was sinning. Yes, look, these are people of renown. These are people of the Bible that we know and are well known because of their wisdom and because of their favor with God and that. You know, even King David was his father. You know, the one that slew the giant. King David, a man after God's own heart, but he still sinned.
Even David did.
Forgiving God, you know.
Think about Bathsheba, you know.
Yes, he killed because of a woman. You know. So yes, this end, God forgives.
Lures that lead him off the righteous path. Indeed, the Bible tells us that God was very.
It led him off the righteous path. See? Tells you there while he's sinning. Yeah.
And girls like that, don't touch them, man. They're trouble.
Yeah, those belly tops, man.
Clear when it came to the Canaanites, and that no one ought to have married their women, for they would turn the hearts of their men over to their gods and ultimately corrupt them. Unfortunately, Solomon could not resist. We know he had hundreds of wives and concubines who.
I thought, it's the reflection of the fire in his eyes. I thought you had fried egg eyes. I thought he had sunny side up eyes for a minute.
Did in fact turn his heart after other gods, and we know he built many temples and altars to service these gods, proving that he was no longer completely true to the Lord.
Well, you know, in the extra biblical books, he talks about him dealing with demons and that, doesn't it? Demons working for him and stuff to do with the temple. He had this magic ring as well, didn't he? And these other, whether how true they are, I don't know. I haven't looked properly into them, you know. But he certainly went off the path. We know that.
Yeah. He made a whole bunch of symbols that look like emojis, didn't he?
Yes. Like Friday, guys.
Roger.
Yes.
What was the original point of sending me to the MIT professor?
Oh, just to show you there's alternative views that actually have physical properties to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
natural physics is something completely different.
He doesn't go with the conventional viewpoint.
Yeah.
What could nowadays modern day scientists say?
Yeah, and there's a few things of other professors too that actually have the same view, but they're not considered.
Like which ones don't line up with today's view anymore?
Oh, there's a few of them. They take today's view. That's not really just today's views. It's been the last over 200 years, man.
Yeah.
So, but the whole point is that they get into the physics of it and they find other properties in physics, and they find that there's no real hard evidence for what they basically teach. There's no way to really verify any of it either. Like especially when it comes to astronomy.
Yeah.
And they have other viewpoints with astronomy. Like there's one who actually thinks, and he actually took the background microwave radiation and all the telescope work that you guys did, and he actually came to a different conclusion than other big gaseous balls in space. And these are physicists who have PhDs and study this stuff.
Yeah.
That's
So what did they come up with? Instead of
with his theory, he basically found like filaments within connecting all the stars and so-called galaxies in quotes that connect each other. They're it's an electric style kind of universe,
Like a circuit.
Yeah, like a circuit. Yeah.
Mm.
And he was looking at it hard. He spent years doing it, but he put out a documentary about it. Then all of a sudden, he doesn't have tenure anymore. You know, you can't
so
yeah.
a circuit connecting the planets or something, right?
Not planets, just basically most of the stars and the so-called galaxies, the lights in the sky. Basically, he found trace.
Yeah, because they're like they go. I mean, you see parallax between planets and the stars. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, the stars all go at the same rate, but you've got parallax between the planets, wandering stars.
Yeah. So he asked serious questions about the theory that actually is held as true now, and he does no longer he's no longer credited. You might say he's not following.
Right. I mean, he's been blackballed basically.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
pretty much.
Like me trying to go to Antarctica.
Did
But
you see?
I'll support you in that.
Well, yeah, but the people that actually could have took me with this first trip decided it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't convenient.
Yeah, no.
Weird.
They didn't do what they were going to say.
I certainly had them say, yeah, you can come along, just get the money. You know what I mean?
And he told me he put my GoFundMe on his TFE website page there.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't do it.
No, because they had the people planned already to go. You know, the school.
Wait,
there's more
hold on.
to it than that.
There's a problem there. Yes, the people voted on who went. They didn't have it pre-planned.
No. Duffy told me himself I could go.
Yeah, he did.
No, I mean, like you said something about them having pre-planned who would already
go.
Do you
think those votes meant anything? Do you think those people voting actually meant anything? How he could have told you any result. Nobody could have proved any of the difference.
It was really funny that the cutest girl.
Bullshit, bro. Bullshit. Simple.
The voting polls said who came out on top.
What? So you think that even elections in real life aren't rigged? They can't be rigged. Come on, bro.
Oh, they are. Well, asking that compared to
they can be rigged in real life. This is real life. You know, they rigged it.
I don't think Will has the clout to
you don't need clout.
rig something like that.
Results. How can they prove any bloody different by making up the results? It was planned, bro.
Yeah, think about it. The cutest girl on the whole golden ticket thing, the cutest girl that was there got to go.
Yes. Yeah, not weird.
What are the ways you can?
Hey, listen, I'm not
manipulate.
This is not a TFP topic. I'm not getting into it, bro. This is.
Hold on, wait.
No.
Yeah, cut it off.
In this section of the Bible, we are told Solomon followed Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Sidonians, and Moloch, the detestable god of the Ammonites. Whilst we know all the pagan Canaanite gods are wicked as far as the Bible.
I'm getting on with the topic. This is not TFE.
Yeah. One final.
The whole thing was a sham. The whole thing, bro. It's simple. You know my point. You know my point of view on it. Yes, they went to Antarctica. Yes, 100%. I don't know exactly when. They definitely went at some point, a few times maybe. They did not film a 24-hour sun. They slipped up so many times. They faked whatever. They definitely went there, I believe. Absolutely. But the whole thing from start to finish was just a big plan. It was all planned out, bro. few videos here and there that people might not have known about, a little election that is meant to be an election, some kind of voting thing, and you think they can't rig it? Or it doesn't even have to be rigged. Maybe people just voted and they told you the wrong result. How can you prove any different?
Well, I mean, you saw the results of the poll. I saw the poll myself.
You see what they show you. Same as what NASA shows me, bloody planets and Milky Ways and the Earth from space.
I don't think.
But I don't believe it because it's bullshit.
Hold on. I don't think you can manipulate a YouTube poll.
My goodness. You're so naive, bro.
Like,
okay.
Aside from
with half a brain cell, just like the moon landing, it's total shite show.
Hold on,
dude. No, I'm done. You're
like,
being so done.
It is interesting that when Ashtoreth is mentioned, she is merely stated without judgment, but when Moloch is mentioned, he's defined as detestable. The original authors of the text can't help but reveal their disdain of this entity, which, going back to Leviticus, is evident by just how far God is willing to go to stop people from engaging with him. Moloch isn't just a taboo, no, he's an outright anathema to the ancient audience. However, in the same chapter, Chemosh, the pagan god of the Moabites, is...
Chemosh. Go on.
The way he's talking, like he's talking about the ancient audience, like this is kind of maybe, fiction, kind of the way he's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's coming from a Christian point of view. I think he's reading the books out of interest and saying what they say, sort of thing. I mean, I dare say he's got some kind of belief in God, but he's not fixed on like, well, I'm a Christian or I'm a Muslim. You know what I mean? He's looking at all scriptures and stuff like that, I think, Luca believes a cardboard box landed on the moon. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. There's other things you don't know about too, Luca, when it comes to that thing. So research it.
Yeah, it's just silly. It's just naive to think that you can't, that an election can't be rigged, or didn't even need to be rigged. Just fell in the wrong.
I didn't say an election couldn't be rigged. Absolutely could, because they definitely have the numbers to pay to rig the results and stuff, or hold it in a location where only those people that support the other guy would be in. Yeah, and that's what they do. That's what they did. Like for many elections, even Donald Trump's, I believe that they did hold the election and only people.
I mean, that was meant to be, the election was like reported to be rigged and all that, but even that is just a story upon stories, because elections don't do anything in the first place. Everything is planned out in the first place.
That's a massive scale. That's not a simple YouTube poll.
No, it's a massive scale. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about President Trump here. We're talking about
people who are very wealthy who control the world, Luca. They're not just going come on in, take over.
A simple YouTube poll can't be rigged the same way as an election.
Look, dude, I'm getting off the topic. Listen, my topic is we've already spent so much time talking to you and other things. Now you want to go on to TFE bullshit again when I'm talking about Moloch. Okay? Yeah. I'm done with the topic. You're being naive to think that because an election can't be rigged by Duffy, or he can just give you bullshit results. It was all planned out beforehand. The whole TFE thing. The whole lot, dude. Simple.
Yeah. I got a question for you right quick though.
You're being so naive to think an election or some kind of voting system can't be bloody rigged by Duffy. It didn't even have to be rigged. Just, they will do this election thing. People can vote, but I'll just give them the results we need to give them. But what? I mean, come on, Luca.
And why didn't Austin answer my super chats, dude?
Yeah, there you go. Hey, how you doing, Canal? How you doing, bro? How you doing, brother? Totally flushed excrement. What? I like it.
Also described as detestable, which in a way does sort of subtract from the malevolence of Moloch. I mean, if suddenly other pagan gods are detestable, it sort of gives the impression that the original authors were just using that label of.
Hey, they're going to say, Canal, we haven't got, obviously, can't go to it. This is on Rumble, but obviously we can't do the ERB songs on this one. But if you come to tonight's one, we'll end up on over on Rumble because it's Boxing Night. So if you want to do 2 for tonight's one, one's to sort the stream out after this is done, all good. But can't do it in this one, bro. But tonight's one, if you're there, all good.
Wait, Boxing Night?
Yeah, Boxing Night.
Boxing
Night.
Day after Christmas, right?
Fight night.
No, dude.
Fighting. As in boxing, pugilism. You know, bang, bang, bang.
Oh, you don't mean like the day, Boxing
no
Day.
Boxing Day, no.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, before you started again, PJ, I want to know, is that Princess Leia in the background there?
the one that's behind
yeah.
that one.
Over the
it looks a little mad at Luke or Han Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
The old woman. Oh.
Sorry.
The old.
Go ahead.
The old woman in the back, in the top left and the top right.
That's not a woman. It's a man. In the top
right, left or top right.
The top right. I see a image of a woman or something on the top right.
Yeah, there's a woman, but that's left. That's our left.
You're on the right, dude. There you
go. The right one's got a beard. That's a dude. But yeah, that one. That's the one Roger's talking about. Is in Princess Leia.
She got the same garb too. You know.
Yeah, pretty much. She hasn't got the buns on the hair, but yeah.
Oh, when Jabba the Hutt got her, put her in a bikini.
Oh, Jabba.
Deities that didn't fit within their own doctrine, not because they were actually detestable. On the other hand, perhaps this Chemosh was just as bad as Moloch.
Hey, Loud Translation, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Aye, fisticuffs night. What we're doing is, because I haven't seen the bout yet, and we're doing, it's not good. It's not like classic boxing tonight. I usually do classic boxing like Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, all those kind of things, even older sometimes. But tonight, it's Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. I want to see Jake Paul get his jaw broken. So I want to see that. I've made sure I haven't watched it until now. Yeah, we're going to do that one. And we're doing Andrew Tate versus what was the dude's name? It was on Misfits Boxing. Andrew Tate one. Chase Demore. So we're doing them two tonight. And we'll probably do a classic one after that, just to take us down over it, because these are like really comical, obviously. It involves Jake Paul. But I'm glad he got his jaw broken.
Can I just say, keep Anthony Joshua and his friends, families in your prayers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was in a car crash, wasn't he?
Yeah, 2 of his team, but 2 of his best mates died in the crash. Obviously, devastating. Don't know what's happening with the Tyson Fury fight now. Anthony
Fury against who?
Anthony Joshua.
Oh well, yeah, but they've planned to fight 3 times before and it never happened.
£100 million fight. But obviously we don't know.
That's GoFundMe for Keith's car if anybody wants to donate it, and if you can't, share it about, please. It'll be soon. It'll be closed down soon. But I think there's still a little bit more needed. So yeah, it shouldn't be too long before we can close it down. Go on, babe. Sorry.
But he, as far as we know, Anthony Joshua is stable. He was seen being helped out of the wreck, so we don't know what his injuries are. But yeah, just keep them in your prayers.
Cool. Fantastic. Right. Love you too, babe.
Bye.
Ta-ta. Let's continue.
Earning
Let's hear about Chemosh.
The adjective detestable as well. In any case, we see Moloch mentioned again here in conjunction with Chemosh. We are told, on a hill east of Jerusalem, Solomon built a high place for Chemosh, the detestable god of Moab. and for Moloch, the detestable god of the Ammonites. What's interesting here is that by the law set down by God in Leviticus, Solomon ought to have been stoned to death by the community for his worshipping of Moloch. Indeed, whilst we don't see Solomon actually make any sacrifices unto the deity, it does seem like he's waded more than waist deep into the waters of sin with this one.
Well, like I said, it doesn't say much about it in the scriptures we've got that are canonized, but it does say other things. In other scriptures, sorry. Lucas says in private chat, hey Roger, did you mean filaments connecting stars?
Yes, it's a filament theory. Yeah.
That's what you said, didn't it? That's what I thought you said, anyway.
I thought I said it. Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
And probably
Yeah,
did
that's what
warrant
I
that
thought.
very same punishment from Leviticus. In the second book of Kings, chapter 23, we see Josiah
Sorry, Roger, go.
Oh, I said keep thinking. He said that's what I thought.
All right, sorry, I got you.
Yeah, I posted the response in the private chat.
Groove Rider.
Yeah.
You want to read it, or you?
Huh?
Roger, I'm saying, do you want to read it out, or are you just? Is it a private thing?
I'm looking at it now. He just got it. Astronomy has a huge. What?
Right. Oh, really? Has it? Oh, that's dirty, man. Says astronomy does observe huge filaments of gas plus dark matter that connect the galaxies in the cosmic web. They have been imaged, characterized with big telescopes and surveys. Yes, you mean image. It's not imaged, it's imagined.
And survey is just like a project in this context.
Yeah, I'm well aware of it, but
So
this
stuff.
would fit better with a like a firmament than it would be than floating filaments and nothing. Dude, you think about it for a minute.
That's what I was saying earlier, the translation. I was saying like a bit like a circuit, a more complex kind of circuit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not literal wires. You don't.
No, but it can resemble. I mean, you could use that to kind of like resemble, because you don't actually know if it's wires. They're just, it's a theory, you know.
Yeah.
So
You got to get there and touch them.
yeah, I'm not going to know if it's wired or if it's just like, I don't know, electric fields that connect somehow. I don't know. It's just that it's a theory. It's not something that's proved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's not even, it's not a scientific theory yet. It's just a theory. Yeah.
Well, they kind of blew it out of the water because it doesn't fit the rest of it. You know, some of them.
How
some
so?
of them, yeah, they don't lean to this at all.
Well, it's just that you know it's but well, basically dark matter is just invisible.
They don't know what
matter.
it is. Dude, don't even go there. You got a definition of dark matter?
That's why it's still, well, a theory in this case.
Yeah, so their real original theory of what the universe is seems to be like going to pot. I'm looking at my Christmas tree right now. It's lit up. That's a physical thing, dude.
Yeah.
Those lights connected with wires, you know.
But can't a theory also be like because I know we have like a driving theory test, and that's like I guess a theory in that context would be all of the information surrounding the subject or topic, and that's what I suppose they say when people say gravity is a theory or gravitational theory. It's not just a thought, it's like all of our knowledge surrounding the subject of gravity combined into a class, so to speak, and that's what they mean by gravitational theory. It's not just a theory.
And over what? How long has it been since Newton came up with the idea to start with?
Well, like 200 years or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they haven't found the cause of it yet.
Well, they
just parity mass attracts mass.
The reason they call it a theory, the theory part of your test, is because it assesses the theoretical knowledge of the road rules and safety principles as distinct from the practical application of those rules on the road driving during the physical driving test. It's because it's your theoretical knowledge of the roads and rules. That's why it's called theory test.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well. How about music theory? Well, what's theory mean in that context? Like musical theory, is that the
About
same?
what?
Or-
Probably the same thing. Probably the same
Okay.
as that. Yeah.
I thought it was just all our knowledge we knew of the subject, and they
Oh,
use
no.
theory to.
What
Like-
necessarily know? It's what you think you know. That's the point. That's
Well,
the point. What you think you know, isn't it?
Like, I guess all of the relevant subject topics into one, combined into one class, so to speak.
It seems like.
I thought that was a theory. What they mean by theory. But
Well,
yes, a
kind
theory
of,
can also
it's
mean.
kind of a little bit like that. Yeah. What does
Ah,
it mean? And
okay.
Yeah, the thing is that a lot of people like to throw out intelligent design. There has to be.
Well, yeah, but I also know that theory can just be a theory without the.
Yeah, but
There are two different types of theories. There's a theory in which you can make a theory about something, and then there's the knowledge of everything. Class.
I got a theory
theory.
about a theory.
music theory, right? In music theory, theory means a structured system or framework
Ah.
for understanding how music works, not just a
Yeah.
guess, focusing on elements like rhythm, harmony, melody, and to form. So in the music one, it's what you know pretty much, yeah. In that one.
Okay.
So yes, I mean,
and
in
I
different,
assume-
in
I
different
assume-
aspects, the word means
I-
different things, you know.
I do assume that's what gravitational theory is as well. Just
Well,
similar
no,
to the
well,
musical
no.
theory.
No, not really, because you don't know about gravity. I mean, music and that can be known about. Gravity isn't. That's no. No.
But just do what Icy Spin said. Just say
No.
mass attracts mass, mass attracts mass, mass attracts mass.
Yeah. How? Why? Anyway, let's get on with the topic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
I got a bird on you.
I just thought it was interesting
Yeah. Yeah.
to
It
talk
was
about.
for a minute.
Oh well.
Well, what is it?
I'll leave now. See you guys.
Are you
I
off?
will-
What you
Yeah,
just
I
know
decided? Yeah. Why?
I don't know. It's
All
just-
right. I'll just go right by then.
Well,
Now
I
you-
guess
we got.
I guess I
He's
could.
here fishing for information, dude. That's what he was here for.
No. I guess I could hang around for a bit.
Yeah,
for a
you
while
could
longer.
be social and hang out with us and learn about Moloch and Solomon and his temple.
You could do,
I
yeah.
could just be me. I could just mute myself and just side listen. I suppose.
I do that sometimes. Right? I sometimes do that. Sometimes I don't say anything, and sometimes I just listen. Problem is, theory comes after the music, so it's never going to describe the music as accurately as listening to it. Same with
I think you
science.
nailed it.
Touch it, manipulate it. It's just theory is just that. Absolutely, your theory is just that. Right, got you. Exactly. You can measure music. It's sound waves. Exactly, brother. Exactly. You can't
like,
touch gravity. You
it's-
can't measure gravity.
It's kind of different with dark matter because
It's
with
even
I know
worse.
I know we saw that video. I know like Fletchoid and stuff. So crew. So I saw that video with the soccer ball demonstration kind of thing. Like this, like when the guy kicked the soccer ball, you'd expect it to go in a straight line into a goal, but then the soccer ball stops or something. So you'd assume the sudden stop meant that something blocked the soccer ball. Even though you can't see anything there, you know something must have blocked the soccer ball somehow.
It just
That's
has to be a
basically what-
bloody black hole or dark
Like-
matter. Come on,
Well, that's
that's
basically
ridiculous.
what they mean by
But
dark
that's
matter.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous just to get something, some big elaborate theory just to do with that. That's
Yeah, the
ridiculous.
thing is with that whole theory there, dude, they had to kind of ad hoc it because what they expected to see isn't what they saw.
No, exactly. You can't kick dark matter.
Like you can see the effects of dark matter, basically, not dark matter.
No, because you're just calling it dark matter. You don't know.
Yeah, dark matter's a placeholder. Yes, dark
Yeah,
matter.
there you
is
go. It's a
just first.
placeholder. There's nothing to it, though. It's just
there's no physicality, man. Nothing.
no.
Well, yeah. Well,
It's like saying, "Oh, this happens." Don't know what it is. That's it.
Dark matter. Yeah. Then,
well, we can observe something and don't know what
But
we
by
we
putting
don't
in
know
your
the mechanics.
placeholder, it's giving the appearance that you know what it is when you don't.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They give people the appearance. It makes people think it's these blooming so-called scientists know what they're talking about and know exactly what it is. By putting that placeholder there, why can't they just say, "Well, this happened," and we have no idea what it is?
Well, they had to do two more placeholders
It
in
could
the
be
process.
this black matter that we don't know what come on.
Well, I'm sure they do. Like,
what about dark
I'm
energy
sure
and
they
quantum foam, dude? Why they had to add that to it?
Right.
It's
Whole
holding all
elaborate
dark matter
theory.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, an elaborate theory that comes from nothingness. It comes from an observation.
well, yeah, it comes from an observation, but it shouldn't
They're
like
trying
that
to
be
make the
enough
model work,
in a way.
dude, instead of throwing their model away and then redoing the whole thing with a better idea.
Until you've got more understanding of why that thing happens, you shouldn't say anything about it. Yes, this happens until further investigation. No idea why. That's honesty, and that's not what they do. It gives the people appearance that they know exactly what they're talking about with these elaborate theories. It can never be tested. It just came from somebody's napper skull. That's it. That's it.
Well, that's because the gravitational theory failed. That's why they had to do that. We're talking Einstein's gravitation to that point. That's why they had to add that crap in there. The further they got into observation.
Hold on, I wouldn't read this. Lars says, I'm not kidding. The fact that the highest institutions in the world, the guys who teach us in the textbooks adhere to something as bonkers as dark matter. Shows how backwards we went with science. 100%, bro. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, why can that just be expanded upon? Not just that it's wrong.
You're not expanding. It's not being expanded upon. It's being made up upon. You're just saying like this happens. Instead of saying I have no idea and we'll investigate, you're saying you have an idea, but it still needs further investigation. You're giving it an answer. You're giving people an answer to what it is without knowing what it is. That's the impression that people get from it, obviously.
Well,
and that's intentionally made. They do it intentionally. So people think that. So they think they know what they're talking about. They don't. Don't give it. If you don't know why it happens, don't give it a reason why. Just say it until further investigation. No idea.
Yeah, but they don't even take alternative explanations for the whole thing to start with. I pointed out with the film.
Right.
Actually, I'd say quantum foam is a placeholder more than dark matter is a placeholder.
Dark energy?
Well, quantum foam, what you said?
Yeah, quantum foam, they're two other placeholders they put in there to hold dark energy in the spot because
I'd say quantum foam is more of a placeholder than dark matter because with dark matter, it's just like an unknown something in the sense that like we don't know what it's made of.
It's a filler, yeah. It's there to replace gravity. That's what they did it for.
Yeah. It's like it's extra gravity. It's like
extra gravity. Hold on, you can't even prove it to prove the gravity that you haven't got, and now you're saying there's extra gravity that you come in stemming from something that you can't prove and haven't got.
It's something that makes gravity, but we can't observe the something directly. Like,
It's
well,
just
yeah,
magic
the
gravity. Yeah,
It's,
Magic, exactly. You can't.
It's-
Wow. Good.
well, we don't know what
And we have
makes
faith.
the gravity in that spot, but we know it has to be something, so we just call it dark matter for the time
So
being.
you make shit up.
Oh.
Exactly.
there
Exactly.
you go. End of the story.
Right. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Okay, let's continue. Sorry.
Began to make religious
All right.
reforms in Judah and the former king of Israel, where some of his main efforts include purging the idolatry that had become commonplace. Here we see Josiah remove and destroy certain idolatrous places.
Oh, please, I'll get it. Oh, hey, how's it going, Vlad, over on the Rumble side? When did you come in? Oh, a minute ago. Cool. Good to see you, brother, over on the Rumble side. Sorry, dude, I didn't see you there. We're all on YouTube. But good to see you, brother, man. Good to see you. Always a pleasure, sir.
Yeah, hey, Vlad.
Mr. Vlad. Here he is. He's here, hey, fam. Good to see you, bro.
Objects, altars, etc. Those that were dedicated
Oh,
to
sorry.
foreign gods.
Hi, Vicky was saying, I've got a pet unicorn, but you can't see it. I thought you were going to sell that. You're not going to sell it.
Yeah, she should. She get a lot for it. Maybe she can trade it for some beans and grow her a beanstalk.
Well, you could grow some more unicorns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Jack. He probably has a unicorn. No, he had a cow. Sorry.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, man. Good to see you two guys, PJ Rods too. Yeah. That is good to see you, bro.
Most notably, Moloch. We are told Josiah desecrated Topheth, which was in the valley of Ben Hinnom, so no one could use it to sacrifice their son or daughter in the fire to Moloch. Evidently, Josiah did not suffer from the same temptations as Solomon, and instead of creating these temples and monuments to the other gods, went about destroying them instead. Indeed, here
Thank goodness. Praise the Lord.
we essentially see the end of Moloch, who was no longer worshipped after this time, because Josiah saw to it that this area of Topheth,
Oh,
in the
look
valley
at
of Ben,
that, man. He got battered. He got decapitated. He got mashed up. He got smashed to
Somebody
smithereens.
got medieval on his.
He got medieval. He got prehistory on his ass.
Oh yeah.
Prehistory.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but since we have a pause, like with the Vicky's quote unquote invisible pet unicorn, the pet unicorn doesn't really leave a trace. Like that.
How do you know?
They're both unseen, but
It doesn't clean up the shit.
Yeah.
The dark matter.
The poop isn't.
The dark matter claim there's not no trace, though. It's
Yes. What? Well, hold on. There is trace. Hold on. There's more trace of unicorn than black matter, whatever you're talking about.
Dark matter. Yeah.
Dark matter.
How's
There's
that?
unicorns in the Bible for a start. You know what I mean? There's horses. They look like bloody unicorns. So there's more trace for unicorns.
Is there unicorns in the Bible?
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on.
7 times.
I didn't say it was invisible. I said you can't see it.
No, I said it.
Oh, there you go.
Well.
So you proved that I don't have a pet unicorn.
I mean, you can't see it in what context? You can't see it. Basically means it's invisible in some.
You're not allowed to see it. I'm not allowing you to see it. Maybe.
Okay. Can I say something right quick?
Okay.
The only thing they see is this effect that they're attributing to what dark matter is. That's what they're seeing.
But prove that I don't have it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have the positive claim.
I don't have a positive claim there at all.
That is true. It's still true at the same time that you couldn't. It's not a debate. No. She's not asking you in a debate to prove that. if it was in a debate, yes, you could say that's not a positive claim, so the burden would be on her. You know,
No, but you're
the positive
saying
claim.
gravity.
This is not in a claim. This is not in a debate, bro. This
You
is
keep saying gravity. You can't show me gravity, and I can't show you my pet unicorn.
right.
Well, I
There you go.
can show you effects of gravity.
Sure, you
like-
can, dude.
How-
I can
how
show
would
you.
The effect of a pet unicorn. She could show you turd all over the bloody ground.
Yeah.
I'd love to
So
see
the thing
that.
is, the effects of gravity. That's the question, dude. Is it gravity causing a downward bias? And Walter Lewin was
Well-
answering that question the other way around, and you guys think, oh, man,
Well, always say gravity is like, well, in the simplest terms, what gravity is mass attracting mass. That's
Here we go.
very simple gravity.
That's
there
not
you go.
gravity.
Look what law translation says. Horns exist, horses exist. You guys believe in evolution, therefore there is far more evidence for a unicorn. 100%,
Yep.
bro. 100%.
Then gravity.
And again,
you say,
unicorns are mentioned in the Bible.
you
Just
say
quoting mass
about
attracting mass doesn't show me gravity at all.
no, but when you're saying that you can show the effects of gravity, when have any of you ever shown anything? Nothing.
Well,
You
I
just
mean
say,
that's what mass attracting mass is, though. Right?
No,
Luca,
no.
show me.
Here we go.
Acceleration.
Show me
You're
mass
showing
attracting mass.
acceleration and saying that is gravity that's caused.
caused by gravity.
All you're doing is showing us the effect. You're not showing us what causes it at all.
Nope.
Yeah, an
You're not
effect.
showing mass
basically.
attracting
Yeah,
mass.
so it's not gravity. It's just an effect. It's something that
It's
happens.
just the effect.
Get to the cause. Get back to us.
No, but where are you showing an effect of mass attracting mass? You're not. You all just say it.
Yeah.
If I said my unicorn just did a big shit in my garden,
Yeah.
does that
I
make
mean-
it real?
Did it?
No.
Did it?
No.
Well, go clean it up, you dirty bastard.
You're a twat. No, but just because you say something doesn't make it real. I can say, I don't know, whatever I want, and you're just gonna go, okay, because you can't prove it. No, you're not. You're gonna go, well, that can't be true. But you still can't show me your mass attracting mass. The only mass attracting mass I see in my house is my sofa attracting my ass. That is literally the only mass attracting mass.
But that's not even that. That's just free will. That's choice.
Listen, I blame it on mass attracting mass.
There you go. What's
They
your
keep saying
Lol.
mass attracting
Unicorn
mass.
shite. He said, Basil says, unicorn shite is good fertilizer if you take time to pick out the glitter. Nah, you leave the glitter in there, turn it over in the earth. You've got a nice.
You'll get rainbow flowers.
No, but you see what I'm saying, Luca? I can say something and you can't prove it either way, same as I can't prove it either way. But you all believe in this, whatever, your invisible force.
Provable
Like,
concept that
I
can't
don't
be
know what I-
manipulated or observed.
listen,
What?
all you Globers have watched way too many Star Wars films.
Yeah. The force
You're
be
Well,
with
be
you.
like
it's not.
Luke Skywalker. Mass attracts mass. No, it doesn't. It literally doesn't. That's just BS. That's a BS thing that you lot say because you can't prove it. And that's the truth, Luca. None of you can prove gravity. You
Look,
cannot show
if
it.
that was the ultimate, if that was the
Cannot
ultimate of it,
demonstrate
How
it.
can you say
man,
that?
hold on. If that was the thing of it, man, we'd all by now be in a big old pile. You know what I mean? All of us. The water, you know, all of us, all the planets and all this kind of crap, all this stuff. We'd all be in just one big old mass lump.
Luca,
Load of
to answer
garbage,
your
man.
question, how can I say it? I have a mouth and
You
I
got a mouth?
use it.
No, I mean like, I don't mean that. I mean like, like metaphorically and stuff. Like
No,
it's
but
just an
show
expression.
me.
It's an expression.
I
Like
want
how
to
can
get
you
on with
say
my
that?
topic.
No, but show me mass attracting mass.
Babe,
Demonstrate
I'm
it
done
for
with this
me.
topic. I'm getting back onto my topic. This is not a blooming flat Earth topic. I keeps going back to it.
Well, this isn't
I
flat
know,
Earth. This is
I know, but
science.
if it's not your fault, I'm just saying it keeps going back to it because Luke is here. Let's see what
But
happens,
the
Luca.
thing is, until you can demonstrate mass attracting mass,
Well, you can't.
But why can't I cite the different experiments like the Sahelian and
show me.
why?
Go
It's
and
not an
get me some
experiment.
gravity and show it me.
It's not an experiment. Right,
Well,
let's get
no,
on with it.
it's
Let's get on
not
with it.
like
Listen,
you
we've been
can't.
through
Wait,
this
you
topic. No, we've been through this a billion times. A billion. Again. This is repeating again. So I'm going back
Luca.
to the topic.
yeah.
And Hinnom,
Sometimes it's
where
funny
most of
just
the
to-
sacred rites to Moloch would
Oh,
take
yeah.
place, was defiled, left in ruins. In some interpretations, this valley, sometimes referred to as Gehenna, was also believed to be a place where perpetual
And that's where you're going, bro. If they don't shut
No,
up with this
no,
bloody
it's
heliocentric bullshit.
I'm not going to help for that.
Yeah, you
Luca,
are.
if I get some shite and it's all sparkly and glittery and that, would you believe it was unicorn shite?
No.
But there
Why
you go.
not?
Oh, there's
Right,
no
can we,
such thing
right,
as
okay,
unicorns.
because
Says who?
exactly.
No such thing as gravity.
Well, exactly.
Bye.
That's
fires
not-
were kept ablaze
Love
in
you.
order to consume all the
Love you.
filth
Bye,
and
baby.
waste of the city.
Oh boy.
In these interpretations, this Gehenna could also be seen as a type of hell, the perpetual inferno giving rise to similar imagery of what we might expect of hell. In another Jewish legend, Topheth was named with the Toph drum in mind, because instruments of this kind were believed to have been beaten to drown out the cries of children who were thrown into the fire to be sacrificed. In this part of the chapter, the natures of Solomon's gods are also further confirmed as being malignant and baleful, for we are told that Ashtoreth was actually vile, Chemosh also, and that Molech was once again detestable. Josiah desecrated the high places that were east of Jerusalem on the south of the hill of corruption, the one Solomon, king of Israel, had built for Ashtoreth, the vile goddess of the Sidonians, for Chemosh, the vile god of Moab, and for Molech,
Molech,
the detestable god of the people of Ammon.
Amen. There you go. They're all
Why
there.
did Solomon do that? Was it diplomatic, or is he doing it for his wives? That's my question.
Well, he was certainly going wayward from the Lord at the time, that's for sure.
Uh.
Are you talking about Solomon?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Wait, Sodom and Gomorrah or Solomon?
Solomon.
Yeah.
Solomon.
Sodom and Gomorrah was before Solomon.
Sodom is a different word from
So
Solomon.
what's Solomon?
Solomon's
king.
He was David, King David's son.
Oh,
King.
King Solomon. You never heard of him?
is that the one we saw before where it was
Yeah, he's
lusting
the one that
after
wrote
wives?
Proverbs. He wrote Proverbs in the Bible.
Yeah.
It's his wisdom. It's his wisdom that's in Proverbs.
Yeah, but he got to use some of his own wisdom, shouldn't he?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think he actually wrote some psalms as well.
Yeah, he did.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I'll go now.
All right,
See you
good.
guys.
Before you go, I want to say something to you right quick. What experiment were you talking about for gravity?
Schehelian.
Schehelian. What does it consist of?
It's the Schehelian mountain was.
Oh, you're talking about Bernoulli's principle then.
No,
they
but
use the Cavendish is what they use there, basically.
Well, it was like the Cavendish experiment. They set something up on the side of the mountain,
see if the mountain had gravitational pull.
They used the Schehelian mountain because it's one of the it is the most symmetrical mountain in the world. So it's basically perfectly symmetrical. Yeah.
Yeah, I've looked into it. I know what it is.
Yeah.
But there's other variables you can't take out of that equation since it's at altitude in the mountains there.
What mountain is it called again?
Schehelian.
Well,
spell it.
I don't know how to spell
Schehelian.
Even I don't know. Schehelian.
It's basically a Cavendish experiment. Cavendish is already. I've already.
Chehalis would CHEHALIS. Is
Yeah,
that
I've watched a documentary on it before.
SCHIEHALLION.
Oh shit, that's definitely not it then.
Yeah.
Sorry, hold on. You need to spell it out again. Say again. CH. Oh, SCH. Okay.
Yeah. SCHIEHALLION. Experiment.
Right.
The Sahelian
No,
experiment.
it's just the mountain. It's just the mountain. I need mountain. I just want to see it. I just want to see how symmetrical it is. That's all.
Yeah, think about how high they are and how much electrical currents up there too. On top of that, and using
Oh, I
lead
get
and
it.
gold.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's like a they did like a plum, same as the Cavendish. I
Yeah.
guess.
That's great.
Basically,
Yeah,
they
great,
measured the
I mean, yeah,
pore
it's
of
not
a.
obviously it's not perfectly symmetrical, but it's quite symmetrical. Yeah, I'll give
Yeah,
them that.
the point that I'm making is like with Cavendish itself, there's so many other biases that go with it. That's why I think they use the conductive balls that they use in the experiment itself. And you can actually show that it actually will pull toward lead itself. Lead has an attraction to itself. And you're putting it on a torsion bar for one. So you're gonna get the weight from it to get it to move eventually.
Here's the thing: if it was some other force or some other thing that
That's
moved
what
it,
Lewin was actually going with there. That dielectrics has a lot more to do with it.
if it was some other thing that moved the that tugged on the plum or whatever it was, that tugged on it, then what would it have been to keep it like that? You know, it didn't
I'm
just.
I'm trying to tell you.
The one,
Yeah.
and the one that's in Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's it.
I didn't even realize. Okay, I didn't even realize it was done in Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never even think about them, man. I always think about the Grampians, obviously Ben Nevis. Okay, I didn't realize that.
When I first looked into Cavendish, Luca, they actually took a lead bar and put it underneath the ball itself, and it actually attracted to that lead ball. They put other things underneath it; it didn't attract to it. Something about lead or heavy metals like that, they have a tendency to attract to each other.
Yeah. Well, maybe some kind of magnetism. Yeah.
I mean, lead. They use lead more often, or metal more often because I guess it's more easily accessible or something.
No, that's
convenient in a way.
They could use other things like you could use take a piece of granite and make it into a stone. See if that attracts to it. Yeah. There's still mass attracting mass. There's no electrical properties to it or dielectrical properties to it, you know, as opposed to lead.
I'd assume I'd assume the physicists or that do the experiment that are trying to get the PhDs, like you know, are knowledgeable enough about electrostatics or isolating.
Well, how do they isolate that from lead? That's my question.
Well, obviously everything has some.
Lead has an extreme electrical bias, dude. It really does.
But
what do you think my car battery has on the leads? It has lead inside of it. It's very, very conductive.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, lead is any metal really.
And the higher you get in altitude, you know what happens? There's an extreme electrical change the higher you get up. This is provable.
Right. Get on with it now. So I'm
it is.
Let's get this finished. Then, if you want to talk about it after I do that, because it's got but it's 8 minutes left. If I get that done, you can talk about it for a few minutes afterwards if you want.
Okay.
I just want to get this topic done.
Hit it.
God of the people of Ammon. Jeremiah 32 sees the final mention.
Night stream to make out as well. Obviously, I've got to do a topic. It's Boxing Night.
Is that the one on Rumble? Or?
It'll be on YouTube first. Then we'll go over to Rumble for the boxing. So I'll always do a topic first. So I don't know what the topic is yet, but I'll do a topic and then we're going over to boxing, over to Rumble. I'm always on Rumble. I'm on Rumble now.
Rumble.
Okay.
We're in Rumble now too.
I do Rumble all the time too.
Yeah.
I
You're
mean,
right.
I wouldn't uh, even if even if there is a change, I wouldn't say that it's well. Even if there is an electrical change, the higher up you get, I wouldn't
See, you just get
say it
back
would
into it
be
again. I said,
Yeah,
extreme.
look,
we can talk
dude,
about it later, Lucas. Let him
Sorry,
finish.
sorry.
you're doing it
Yeah,
again.
so.
Right, fine.
God.
Right. Hey, Evan, good to see you, sister. Oh, you can't help yourself.
Of
I
Moloch
know.
in the entire Bible, though perhaps retrospectively. By this point, at least 2 decades were believed to have passed since Josiah had destroyed the ritual site for Moloch and essentially put an end to the child sacrifices that were taking place. Of course, it can be argued that these sorts of tributes to Moloch continue to happen in secret or in other areas in and around Jerusalem, which is why God is seen to be so angry here. Chapter 32
Well,
of Jeremiah tells us that Jeremiah
you had a right to be. An absolute right to be.
purchases a field in
Right,
Anatoth
Manga.
during the Babylonian siege of Jerusalem, an event orchestrated by a vengeful God who deliberately delivered the people of Jerusalem and Judah into the hands of the invaders. We see God tell Judah his exact intentions here, that the Babylonians will set fire to the city, will burn it down along with all the houses, because the people there, his own people, had aroused his anger by burning incense on the roofs to Baal and pouring out drink offerings to other gods. Evidently, despite just
Shall have no other gods before me. You know what I mean? Simple. Simple. The people know this.
Josiah's efforts to destroy the altars and monuments to the pagan deities, the worship of them still continued, leading us to believe that Moloch worship and the associated child sacrifices were still taking place in some capacity. The people of Israel and Judah have done nothing but evil in my sight from their youth. Indeed, the people of Israel have done nothing but arouse my anger with what their hands have made, declared the Lord. God's words to Jeremiah here are pretty scathing. He speaks in depth over a few lines about how disappointed he is with his chosen people, mentioning how
Did I say hello to Heron? I thought I did.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not sure. Oh, did I? Okay. Just in case I didn't. Anyway. Hello, sister. Good to see you.
they have provoked him. Not just the everyday man, but the officials, the priests, even their kings. Looking at you, Solomon, they turned their backs to me, God laments, showing us just how hurt and scorned he was by the very people he had delivered unto the promised land. What's worse is he then proceeds to tell Jeremiah that it's bad enough they rejected him, but they went ahead and worshipped other deities. They set up their vile images in the house that bears my name and defiled it.
Right.
They built high places for Baal in the valley of Ben Hinnom to sacrifice their sons and daughters to Molech. Though I never
say anything about anything's in here, just tell me to stop.
commanded, nor did it enter my mind, that they should do such a detestable thing. It is possible that God was still reeling from the depravity during Josiah's time, and that this is what he is referring to. Notice that God speaks of these events in the past tense, giving us the idea that whilst these things had stopped happening thanks to Josiah, they were still nonetheless living rent-free in God's head, and still a relatively...
No.
Hold on. He said that?
No, you can't attribute things like that to go living rent-free in God's head. Like, say he ponders things in his head and this is really going to bother him. No, God knows exactly what he's doing. He knows when he's got to be angry, right in the righteous anger. He knows when he's got to judge. And it's not living rent. That's a bad way of putting that. Really bad way.
He sounds like a teenager, dude.
Yeah, living rent in God's head. Come on. Yeah, come on. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not from a Christian standpoint. I mean, I agree with a lot of what he said, but he's just reading the scriptures and that, like, story or myth. I don't know. I don't think he's coming from a Christian standpoint. That's for sure.
Nope.
Yeah. Like living rent free in God's head. What? Like, yes, obviously God gets angry, but I don't think he gets like he sits in there and things niggle for ages, and he's just I wonder what I should do about this, and No, he's not fickle. You know, he's not fickle. Weird. Mad. Anyway.
A recent sore spot for him. Remember, only around 20 years had passed between the time of Josiah and Jeremiah, which if you think about in terms of one who created the universe, 20 years is probably nothing. Lastly,
Very
the
much
shock
so,
we can
nothing.
infer from God's tone when he
Yeah,
mentioned
somebody's
Moloch
living
and the child
rent free in his
sacrifices.
head. He created a universe.
For 20 years. That's like a scratch. Oh, okay. No.
No.
Oh, madness, man.
Speaks volumes, though I never commanded, nor did it enter my mind, that they should do such a detestable thing.
There you go.
Indeed, even God, the Creator, cannot believe the wickedness of Moloch, and can't quite seem to digest how
What?
his chosen people had
No. They're going on like God doesn't know anything. Like he's learning. No. God doesn't learn. He knows. Wow. And this is like I mean, up until now he's been okay, but now this is kind of an immature understanding of God.
Yeah, I don't think he's a Christian, dude.
No.
even been roped into it. So evil was such a practice. It didn't even enter his mind. He who knew everything and was aware of all things did not have the capacity to conceive something as vile as ritualistic child sacrifice.
So that's a contradiction. Him that knows all things, infinitely and forever, I mean eternally, absolutely everything, didn't have the capacity to understand why they do that. Bullshit, dude. Now you're trying to limit God and his intelligence. Wow. Wow. What a gaslight.
True.
Sacrifice, which once more has the effect of demonstrating the extreme contrast between a deity like Moloch and a deity like the biblical God. In a way, it's almost as if God is drawing a line between himself and such a deity. Indeed, he might vaporize a couple of cities.
What do you mean he was drawing a line? He has always drew a line between him and these false idols.
That's why I think he's reading this like a story, dude. Like
he is definitely reading like story, mythology, that type of thing. Aye.
An angel of death to spread disease and plague a land with famine, but child sacrifice, that was a step too far. Whilst the Bible is uncharacteristically detailed about who Moloch was and how one might have worshipped him, we can't help but wonder about some of the glaring admissions about such a dark and gruesome character. One of the most chilling factors stems from what the Bible doesn't tell us about Moloch, what he looks like. Indeed, many will be familiar with the image of Moloch that I've used throughout this episode, a bull-headed humanoid figure whose arms are outstretched. Yet it should be noted that the Bible never describes him in this way, or in any other way. In fact, actual images of Moloch didn't seem to enter the limelight until around the 18th and 19th century, when demonology and the fascination with the occult began to see a resurgence. The imagery of Moloch is usually depicted with an elaborate statue, with several open compartments embedded on its torso, and filled with flames, representing individual furnaces or offering platforms where infants were possibly placed. Now this might sound like an artistic portrayal that takes a lot of liberties, if based off of the biblical account, but if we look to actual historical accounts, such an elaborate and eerie construction as this might not have been out of the realm of possibility. One idea goes hand in hand with our earlier discussed point, that whilst Josiah dealt a significant blow to the
Scripture says it happened. It's simple as that, so out of the realm of possibility. I mean, he is sort of talking it from a fantastical point of view, isn't he?
Yeah.
He was all right up until like 2 minutes ago.
Still going with the purple.
Sorry, Roger. Sorry.
Sorry, he's still in the Joker's lair though. So,
yes, hi. He certainly looks like it. I mean, it's the proper colours, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, his channel certainly looks interesting, though. I will keep an eye out.
to eradicate Moloch in the long term, which saw the deity eventually return, leading to Israel and Judah being conquered by Babylon. Yet it is also believed that Moloch survived even this, making his way into Carthage, where he was rebranded as Cronus, the same Cronus who devoured his own children in Greek mythology. The belief is that Moloch, now Cronus, became something of a popular deity for the Carthaginians, and that giant statues made of bronze were erected.
Yeah, this is extra biblical now, though, because that's not biblical.
No.
Of him, and then heated up so as to scorch children to death. But don't take my word for it. In a commentary of Plato's Republic by 4th century historian Cleitarchus, we are told that there was a large bronze statue of this Cronus in Carthage that stood with its hands extended over a bronze brazier, the flames of which engulf the child. When the flames fall upon the body, the limbs contract, and the open mouth seems almost to be laughing, until the contracted body slips quietly into the brazier. Thus it is that the grin is known as sardonic laughter, since they die laughing. Ancient Greek historian Diodorus Siculus adds to this in his Library of History, telling us, "There was in their city a bronze image of Cronus extending its hands, palms up and sloping towards the ground, so that each of the children..."
When we kind of get, well, if it was to hold the babies, you know what I mean? Instead of the, like, a surrender type thing.
Well, what are you going to do if you're a baby burning in fire, dude? I mean,
well, it's disgusting, that's for sure.
Children, when placed thereon, rolled down and fell into a sort of gaping pit filled with fire. Yet another account from Plutarch in his work on superstition, we are told that those...
It's kind of weird thinking about it now that he puts himself in the scene with Moloch. Yeah, certainly you wouldn't do that from a Christian standpoint. No,
he's definitely liking purple, though, isn't he?
Oh, like, I love purple myself. Like, it's a good purple, definitely. But he's settling in that purple thing.
Those who sacrificed their children to this deity did so willingly and with the full awareness of the horror of what they were doing.
Good.
But with full knowledge and understanding, they themselves offered up their own children. And those who had no children would buy little ones from poor people and cut their throats as if they were so many lambs or young birds. Meanwhile, the mother stood by without tear.
Yeah. It's only got literally half a minute left.
Okay.
Or moan. But should she utter a single moan or let fall a single tear, she had to forfeit the money, and her child was sacrificed nevertheless. And the whole area before the statue was filled with a loud noise of flutes and drums, that the cries of wailing should not reach the ears of the people. As always, guys, if you've enjoyed today's episode...
There we go.
What was the cat? Is that his pet or something?
I think so. I'm not too sure myself, like, not too sure. There we go. Right, you can chat about what you were going to say for 5 minutes, and then I'll play out with the Harry Matt.
Go for it, Luca. What are we going to say?
Well, it was about the Saharian, right, or something?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Then I was talking about there's the higher you go in altitude, the more electric current you run into.
Right,
which would affect an experiment like that extremely much so. But okay, but tell me they didn't do that on purpose.
I don't
take a lead ball.
I don't think you said. I did look it up, and it said it said not extreme, like you said. Like it wouldn't be.
Voltage changes as you get higher and higher, dude.
It wouldn't be an extreme change. That's what it said.
You can actually read the voltage yourself. There's studies on it as you go. So they knew about that before they did this thing, right? So why would they take a non-conductive matter up to the top of the mountain and do their experiment?
Yeah.
They're going to pull toward each other, even the slightest. Yeah, so you get where I'm going with this, right? They're trying to show, hey, Cavendish even wasn't trying to find gravity itself.
Isn't voltage just the measure of electricity?
Oh yeah.
So
any
it doesn't.
conductive material in a
The
higher
voltage-
voltage medium is going to conduct.
Yeah,
It's-
but voltage won't move things.
No, but if you have two conductive, never mind. There's dielectrics involved in it, dude. It's going to move it.
Like
higher up, yeah.
it would need to be like charged or something to like move.
There is a charge in the air, dude. That's what we're saying.
Not much.
Like the explanation for it, like the definition for voltage really is like, I'll read it out.
How you
Voltage,
measure it.
also known as electrical potential difference or electric pressure, is the push that makes electric charges current move. So it's
There you go.
like water pressure in a pipe measured in volts V. It's the energy. Hold on, let me get it out. It's the energy per unit of charge, creating an electrical field that forces electrons to flow, powering devices from batteries. So if it can do all that, then yes, I dare say it can attract, repel, stuff like that.
You're getting the point, right, Luca?
Yeah.
Yeah. So take something that's conductive up where there's higher voltage, it's going to have a push toward it, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do you understand how biased the Cavendish experiment is? Especially the way they reconstructed it, because Cavendish really didn't get much of a result out of it himself. And he wasn't trying to find gravity in the first place. He was trying to prove the density of the Earth.
Density, yeah.
Yeah. So but you've hijacked that thing and taken it on a ride. and every time they do it, it gets worse and worse. Well, let's use gold, even more conductive. Throw some gold balls in there. Yeah, gold is a very conductive material.
Of course. That's why they use it in mobile phones and data mobile phones and stuff. Yeah.
All the connectors in my computer have gold flashing on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it can get the processors get electricity faster. So so really, that's why people like it's a parlor trick. Yeah, pretty much so. But they engineered it almost.
Right.
So it would have a bias towards the other ball.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd need
what?
a consistent horizontal force, right?
Yeah, none of the Cavendishes are consistent at all. Do they have to do 100 150 to get like the same?
No, I mean
average?
for the Hellion experiment.
Yeah.
It's about 11.6 arc seconds total deflection. So you'd need to fake that.
No need to fake it, dude. If you actually are putting it on a torsion bar, you can actually control it. You get it?
Yeah, but you'd need a constant horizontal force.
But if there's a constant current at that altitude, you would have a constant force.
Right.
I don't.
You can actually take a copper wire and run it up to altitude, and you can get a current out of it. The higher you go, the more current you get. If you could read that voltage, you could actually do a controlled experiment that would actually take advantage of said thing. You know?
What? So what? You're saying the mountain had voltage, and that's
Not
what
the mountain.
pulled it?
No, it's just the altitude they're at the mountain. Yeah.
Well,
I don't really care
why
about
did
some
it
metrics
deflect?
in it at all.
Why did it deflect?
Deflect from what? I haven't looked at the
Well,
whole
it had
experiment.
the sideways pull to it. So what was pulling it?
Well, don't you think there's anything magnetic in a mountain?
Electric field. I mean, you're talking about
An electric field with a mountain full of granite and ore inside of it. What would you think?
I mean, is it just in one direction? It's not. I mean, omnidirectional, maybe.
So you think granite or some metal in the mountain pulled it?
Yeah, there's tons of metal in mountains.
It's a possibility. I mean, that's the kind of things that aren't ruled out. That's the thing.
I'm sure they. No,
I'm sure they did.
I don't. I don't think that's how it works.
I'm sure they showed you what they wanted to show you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
Dark
I can show
Dimension
you.
That's not how
through.
it would work.
I can
That's
show
not how it
you.
works. I'm sure it's not, Luca.
No, it's not.
No, like metals. Like you need to have some like magnetic and stuff. Metals
Current-
aren't automatically magnetic.
No, they're not. No,
I am done, Heron. I said I'd give them 5 minutes at the end of the topic. No,
So let's say let's say there's a constant flow of that electricity at that altitude. If there are any kind of metals out there, it will have a magnetic effect, especially iron. God,
The
how much
electricity of
iron?
this tiny.
Hold on, Luca. Let him finish what he's going to say.
Take iron and ferromagnets. You can actually see that happen all the time. There's an attraction there automatically. Correct?
Huh?
You ever seen a ferromagnet and lead react to each other?
Yep. Well, one of them is a magnet.
Yeah, but I mean, the properties that are in a magnet are electric, right?
I mean, you can't just put two metals against each other.
Let's say your mountains up there that high being exposed to electric current on a regular basis, correct? More current than is down here at the lower levels, correct? So what would not cause
technically?
Yeah.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, so why don't we take that into account before we go to, it's gravity.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount is neglectable.
Well, I'm getting the same thing from Wesley here. Is like there's more than one cause for gravity. It's not just gravity. It's magnetism and gravity. So that's what I'm getting from. And Wesley actually took a course in physics, so he knows that much.
It's like saying the Earth has a like a positive charge every time.
Yeah, you're getting it. Boom, 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 boom. And the moon has a negative charge. It's all electric, dude.
Yeah, but but that's like saying that like a 0.00002 is not zero. Yeah, it's not zero, but what are you gonna do with that small of a number? What's that gonna change?
It increases
it's gonna
as you
change
get
nothing.
higher.
It's not gonna change anything. It's
gravity
too small
isn't
of a
anything to
difference.
begin with.
No, it's too small of a number to have any meaningful effect on anything we observe.
Well, because you've been told that. Is there not the other factors that come into it as well?
Yeah.
No, I mean like
there's more proof of that than there is of bloody gravity.
No, I mean like the metals.
Stop, Luca.
No, I mean like the metals.
It's not my argument. I don't know why I'm getting involved. It's not my. You two continue.
Yeah, so that's why I sent you to see Lewin before you came over here.
Yeah, obviously.
Lewin's theory is the supposed gravity. He's more in the dielectrics, and we can demonstrate those. That you can take a magnet in your bathtub, and you can demonstrate that it moves water by itself. Magnetism does, and it's not magnetic. It's I can't even pronounce it right. It pushes things away. It doesn't magnetize it.
There's no granite in the Sahelian mountains.
None? Okay.
Yeah. It can't.
What, in Scotland? There's no granite in the Sahelian mountains? Really?
Sahelian is predominantly mica.
What does it consist of?
And quartz.
Quartz,
not granite.
There's no magnetics in there at all.
It's not a granite mountain.
No, but quartz has more copper and ore, like gold and other things. I tell you, that's where they get it from. You ever do any mining, Luca? How do you think they find gold veins, silver veins? They find quartz, and they look inside of it. The quartz actually contains those metals. Quartz is a highly metal. It's a rock. It contains a lot of metals in it. So yeah, that you just made your argument even more moot. Let's see. Anything else you want?
I mean, you'd need a strong magnetic source, like lots of iron ore.
You have a constant flow of electricity. It's higher voltage at a higher altitude. What's wrong with that? You know, you get where I'm going with it.
You'd need like a magnetic plumb bob too, like iron or steel. That's not
What kind of plumb bob did he use?
um. Let me have a look. What? Bob?
Well, it's not. You're right. Yeah, the mountain itself isn't. It's quarter, right? It's quartz pretty much. And mica, it's just not granite, but it's got significant granite round about it with boulders and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, quartz
but
itself
yeah,
does
but
have
itself-
a lot of copper in it, and gold ore. Yeah.
Of course.
So that's conductive. We already got to that bridge. So where are we going from here, Luca?
That's not the amount of strength in the sky is basically nothing. So the amount of like electrical thing, the higher you go, yes, technically that's true, but
well, technically that's what we're talking about.
Technically,
it's so little that it's negligible.
Now here we go with apologetics.
That's what you keep saying, negligible.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, everything you say is.
That's because of what you've been told. Everything we say, there's more proof of what we say than anything that you've got to say, Luca. Anything.
How so?
In all areas. We've proved it a million frigging times. I'm not having the conversation on and on and on and on and on again. You know what we're talking about. We've showed you a billion times. And I'm not even exaggerating. I'm talking billions and billions and billions. Everything. Luca, don't let me get friggin' angry at you. You know this. Stop trying to pretend we haven't shown you 100,000 million billion times. I'm not even being hyperbolic.
What?
Luca, stop.
Oh, God.
Stop. You're being so naive or so bloody arrogant, one or the other. We've told you 100,000 times. I know my number keeps changing, but that's kind of the same thing that happens with you guys. Or evolution and stuff like that, numbers keep changing. You know, how can we trust in the Bible when man wrote it? Man wrote your bloody textbook also. We're indoctrinated by the Bible. Good! Because I'd rather be indoctrinated by the Bible than indoctrinated by your stupid morals here in your stupid worldview.
You can't even
nihilistic garbage.
You can't even tell me anything
no evidence
about
for evolution. No evidence for your heliocentric world whatsoever bloody ever, except lies, and more bloody lies. And that's my last word on it. Simple as that. I don't debate. I don't debate. Thank goodness I don't debate.
You don't even know anything about the dome.
You're talking over me, dude. Shut up or go.
You don't even know anything about the dome.
Shut your mouth. You don't know anything about the dome. Do you know anything about the dome? I know a lot more than you do. I know what scripture tells me. I know what I observe.
What's it made of?
What you guys talk about.
How high is it?
Shut up, Luca.
How
the hell do I know how high it is?
Look, you haven't paid attention to some of the observations that people are making now.
Knowing how high the dome is.
Don't get mad at me, PJ. Hold on.
Shut up with your stupid rhetoric. Luca, shut up with your stupid rhetoric or you'll be banned for good. It's bullshit. It's bullshit every frigging time. Come with the same bullcrap rhetoric. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Wow.
You're a joke.
You seem angry.
Go away. Go away.
Hold on. You're angry.
Welcome. Banned. Sick of him. Sick to death of his shite. How many times have we told him? 100,000 million times. Yeah. And I'm not even exaggerating. So obviously I'm exaggerating.
Don't have an aneurysm, PJ. You're all right, dude.
Oh no, I'm just done with the bull crap. I mean, I'm done with it. I used to make excuses for this guy. You know, he's doing it. I warned him at the start of this. How many times did he bring this topic of Moloch back to the bloody globe?
I don't know how many times. No, I haven't got a clue.
Every frigging time he could.
Yeah.
That's why I said, oh, you're 5 minutes at the end. Then at the end, he just gives all that bullshit again. All the same garbage. How so? How so have you proved this wrong? Oh, my goodness. 1 billion times on Platzes. 1 billion other channels have done it. You know, it's in reality, it's been bloody done. Shut up, Luca. It's not. Luca, do you want to be banned from the chat as well? Because this is not temper, it's a righteous vexity. Simple as that. Am I not allowed to be angry righteously from the bullcrap that you keep giving us? You don't listen, you're not open at all.
Well, you can see the bias in this conversation, dude. And
Yeah.
even the science does have a bias, obviously. Supposing the sciences. So.
See, I unbanned them. I told them there was no point in unbanning them. Told them this.
So
I
you
will
just
be
behave,
angry
dude.
if I want to be angry. If I am angry, if I'm angry for no reason, I'm in the wrong. I'm angry for a reason, and then it's not even full on temper, like you say. So don't try and gaslight.
All right, PJ, I
You
found
know
some
if I was
fossils.
fully
today.
angry.
You
Sorry,
hear me?
go on.
I found some fossils today.
Oh,
You
did
wanna see
you?
'em? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
They're real fossils. They really
Yeah,
are.
let me see your real fossils.
Okay.
Let's see them.
They're little bitty guys like these.
Oh, yo, nice, man. Nice.
I know.
Nice. You got more?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. I got a whole jar full, actually. I'll show it to you.
Show us a couple.
Yeah. They're all the same. They sell these things.
Oh, yeah. Got you. All right, cool, man. Cool. That's nice.
Yeah.
I wish I was by the sea again.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm from the seaside, and I'm in Coventry, in the middle of England. I mean, in the middle of the bloody UK, literally. Right.
Yeah, I want to apologize for my hairdo, people.
Bedhead, man. So you're just up.
Yeah, I woke up when you came on. I've just been sitting here the whole time.
So I'm saying it's morning time for you, isn't it? It's evening.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Well, there you go. It's evening for me. It's just turned evening for me. It's now 5:15. Excuse me.
I'm staring at everybody right now for my own head. My own heat.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes it's just like, shut up. Sick of hearing the crap, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, it's been a consensus thing since the beginning, dude. And when it comes to that topic, if you're not going with the
Vicky says that's what you get for unbanning them.
yeah.
Oi, no sympathy from you then. Shite bag. I'm going to unban them again.
You're not going to ban them again?
No, I'm going to unban them right now, actually. I'm only joking. Right. Let's hurry market. I've got tonight's stream to make up. I'll do that as soon as I finish, guys. Again, the boxing matches: Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul, and what's his name? Andrew Tate versus that. I keep forgetting the guy's name. And then after that, we'll probably do a decent bout. I know
it was Morris, right?
Yeah. Doris, someone Doris Morris. I don't know. I can't remember. Demore, Chase Demore.
Demore, yeah.
Demore, that's the one. That's the
Demore.
Oh,
Vicky, it's coming to an end. Yeah, if you'll notice, with I'd say within the next year, and I don't think we'll have to deal with this stuff much longer.
Well, bloody hopefully not. Anyway, let's get tonight's show sorted by me finishing this one. Right, Mr. Marihack, where are you? Video file. I'll have to do a Bible stream tomorrow afternoon, guys. What day are we on? Right, yeah, just tomorrow afternoon I'll have to do a Bible stream. I think we finished off at Psalms 30. I can't remember if we did 30 or we have to do 30. I'll check it out, but we're round about it. Anyway.
So is anybody doing a New Year's stream?
I'll definitely go in. I did last year, So I went on for about 2 hours New Year's. So we showed the kind of like, like the fireworks and stuff like that. It was in, I can't remember where we did. I think we just seen whether it was live at the time, either live or we was videoed straight afterwards. I don't know. I can't remember. But I was definitely live one of the New Year's. I think I was live last New Year. Definitely. I might do one. I might do one. I might go. Live. I mean, like all our New Years are different though. Like your New Year will be later than mine, so we can all do it. You know what I mean? We can all do it, and it's not going to bang into each other's streams. You know what I mean? Because I'll just do. If I do a New Year's one, it won't be a movie and all that. It'll just be bringing the New Year with a bit of music and stuff. Like do the YouTube side, then go and do a bit of music and rumble. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that'd be cool. You know what I mean?
Do it.
And that will be an all night because you do one, I do one. I'll be coming on yours because I'll stay up for that. You know what I mean? Because just it's New Year. That'd be cool. Well, it's tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Tomorrow night, yeah. It's because it's New Year's Eve tomorrow. Aye. Wowza, boys! It's Hogmanay the morning. It's Hogmanay, gadgies. Right, Hogmanay, by the way, is New Year's Eve in Scotland. Right, let's do it.
What's up, man?
Yo, that's Nod. That's Nod in the back. That's Illmatic.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
Hey, babe. What you saying? We're done.
I just come in to say a lot of New Year's things have been cancelled.
What do you mean? What, fireworks and stuff?
Yeah, because of
because of the situation.
Not just in this country, like countries all across the world, because
Really?
because of the risk of obviously what happened in Bondi and at the synagogue here.
I'm sure the London Eye will be on, no, won't it?
I don't know. I know that a couple of attacks have been thwarted. But I don't know. Like, people have been saying for a while now that there's going to be summit on New Year because but I don't know. Listen, all I know is that the government have been told that something gonna happen in the UK and it will be the biggest tea attack
No doubt. Well,
in
look,
Britain.
there was this guy trying to say that the earth was going to be flooded on December 25th over on TikTok. A guy called, believe it or not, Noah. He was building an ark, a boat, really, a fishing boat. If you look at it, but he said he was building 10 of them and millions of people are going to be able to fit on it. You know what I mean? Because the earth was going to be flooded on Christmas Day, and
I'm surprised I ain't had a knock on the door from the police.
Well, what?
Because I commented on Keir Starmer's Twitter and his TikTok, and I told him.
What did you say?
I told him he's not capable of running a bath, let alone a nation.
Yeah, well, it's not a threat or anything, so it's fine.
Babe, if you're white and British, you're going to get nicked for anything.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still saying it's not a threat, is it?
A man got arrested. A man got arrested for calling a woman a slug.
Well, you know what they're like. They're assholes.
A slug.
The guy said a slug.
Yeah, he called her a
Vicky,
slug.
if you disappear, I know where you're going.
I'll ring you all from prison.
Well, Buzzer said going to do a real New Year's stream in April. Aye, absolutely, man. That's when it would be actually the real New Year, wouldn't it? I suppose, yeah.
No, but yeah, so a lot of them have been cancelled. I don't know.
Well, see, even if we just do music, it's only I'm only going to be on like 2 hours of normal size stream. It's not going to be any topics or anything. It's just going to be chill out and then go over to Rumble and play a bit of music. You know what I mean?
I plan on being in bed.
Shut up! So you're not going to see the New Year?
It's just no.
And you've got fake alcohol in your fridge.
I've got what?
Fake alcohol in your fridge.
Yeah.
Well, it's not fake alcohol, it's just alcohol-free beer. And I didn't even have any of that. You know, I had a Copen bag, didn't I? Copen bag.
Yeah.
That was all right. It was just like pear juice.
I was drinking that last night, the Beck's. But yeah, if you do go to any New Year celebrations. Obviously, stay safe, be vigilant, be aware of your surroundings and what is around you,
Definitely. So
and just stay safe.
And never play with big stropping dildos.
Batman a sheep shagger.
Right, let's go.
Batman's a sheep shagger.
Right, love you.
Batman's a sheep
man.
shagger.
Okay. What about him?
He's a sheep shagger.
All right, ha ha ha. End still game when Jack and Victor go to the on that wee island in the arts, right? Call the barman a sheep shagger and get barred. Well, well, that's what I can do in the Rumble side on New Year. I can play a couple of their things. That'd be cool. I can play a couple of Jack and Victor, or a bit of bloody chewing the fat or something. Or in the Rumble side, obviously. So,
Or you could play Coronation Street for Heron.
I can wait till New Year's, then on Rumble. Hold on. What?
My moomin.
Okay, you just screamed it while I was talking, you weirdo.
Yeah, but it's still my moomin.
Bloody
She'll see
hell.
moving every day, does she?
Yeah, it's not like Moomin's God or something. I mean, we don't even like the dude.
I love Moomin.
He didn't recognize your channel name neither.
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man.
Moomin's my favourite.
I love how PJ calls you a weirdo. I do call her a weirdo, actually. And she says I'm the weirdo for some reason. I don't know.
He is the weirdo. I'm the crazy one, and he is the weirdo.
That's what you get for being weird. Nah, I'm only joking, Moomin. Love you, man. Love you, dude.
Moomin, you know I love you.
I'm roasting a whole mess of sweet potatoes. Oh, nice, man. Sounds lovely. I do like sweet potatoes. I mean, I used to like mash until I got put off for some reason. But yeah, sweet spuds, good.
Sweet potatoes are nice, and they're a lot better for
What about
you than
roasted?
normal.
Are they good roasted?
Yeah.
Sweet spud. I don't know if I've tasted a sweet spud roasted.
And as chips, fries.
Chippies.
They're a lot better for you than normal potatoes.
Keep talking, I'm gonna get hungry.
Through that.
Right, I'm going now.
All right, babe, love you.
Love you. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Yeah, I'm on here doing freestyles for people, man. You want to hear a freestyle?
Hell yeah, show me something.
All right, dope. So I'm gonna improvise, right, off the dome. What do you want to hear me freestyle about, man?
Nice.
Let's do society. About society right now.
Society right now. Okay, dope. And then,
can you rap on a certain beat though?
I might be able to pull it up. What's the beat?
Do like a
Oh, you could play Christmas Still game where Ayla gets leather and gets naked. I could do that'd be funny.
An old school beat. Do like a 50 Cent and Nelly type of beat.
Okay, like a 2000s type of beat.
Yeah, a 2000 type of beat. And make sure it's hard.
Okay, all right. Let me make sure I got the right beat. I think
I'll play a few of them anyway. I can play a few of them.
I know I
pick out the New Year's ones, the Christmas ones, and New Year's ones over a few years and play them. That'd be quite fun.
Who is it? I said Tammy or Tam.
Sorry, Isla.
Okay.
Isla is spelt Isla. It's pronounced Isla. It's a woman's name. Old woman's name. Yeah. You'll know when you see it. You'll remember.
Okay.
For that, but let me just make sure. Let me play it a little bit. Tell me if you think it's right.
And Tom will be a guy, another guy.
All right, man. You know. Hell yeah.
That's it? All right. All right. Yeah. Feel like they lied to me. What's going on in my society? Damn, a brighter future I'm trying to see. What's going on in my society? Listen, hey, feel like they lied to me. Yeah, what's going on in my society? Hey, a brighter future, what we trying to see? Hey. Okay, it's time we finally figure out how to really listen. Cause all we wanna do is talk, it's leading to division. It seems as though can't nobody out there relate. And it seems unless we violent, we not great. I don't get it. I'm trying to find a way to spread some love. There's so many obstacles we need to rise above. There's so many people that's living up in this country that seem only hungry to get some more money. It's leading to corruption. We don't seem to care about people that's struggling, hardly even aware. And trust me, dog, I should know, cause every day I live this. I mean, I wake up with my societal privilege, and I ain't even earned this, it was given at birth. I mean, it makes me start to question what everything's worth. It makes me start to question who I am. Am I lesser of a man? We need a way to formulate a plan, yeah. Everybody's so consumed by the media, and they trying to get you pissed with what they feeding ya. I said intentionally they be writing headlines that make you wanna go out your fucking mind, making people blind, only showing one side, and it seems that happens on both sides. What's the vibe, man? It's hard to find the center. That's why it's challenging, hard for us to really have our feet in reality. On top of that, we scrolling, focused on our screens. On top of that, we scrolling from a live stream that's only showing us what we already believe. It seems politicians got more tricks up their sleeve, in cahoots with the media, in cahoots with the apps on your phone. So when you relaxed at your home, watching what you think is factual, doing it casual, you'd have to fact check against sources to find the actual reality. And nobody seems to have the time. It's stressing out my mind. They trying to leave us blind, but that's why me and you, my friend, have to combine, so a brighter future together we find. It's all about putting smiles on faces and spreading that joy. It's all about conversations that cut through the noise. It's all about not relying on what they promised me, instead opening my heart up to true honesty, for real. Feeling like they lied to me. Hey, what's going on in my society? Hey, a brighter future, what we trying to see? Hey, what's going on in my society? Yeah, hey yo, feeling like they lied to me. Come on, what's going on in this society? Yeah, spread your wings, time to fly, we free. No one as high as me. What's going on? Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Boom. That was good. Me liking that. I like every bloody one, Harry Max, don't I? But yeah, we'll get some ERB tonight, Canal. If you get too ready for tonight, if you're going to be there, bro. I'm going to go and make up the streams now. We shall do that now. Get a wee topic and get the fights. The fight's already ready. I just need to make the thumbnail now and get it all sorted. I don't know what the classic bout will be, but we're going to do the two bouts, the Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul, and the Andrew Tate and the Chase Demore one. And then I'll do some classic fight. We can maybe just leave it at that and just talk about the fight when we get there. See which one we'll do. I won't make one up. We'll just decide after we watch them other two, I suppose. But yeah, I'll get on with that, guys. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you a little bit later on if you want to join us. Flats is not on tonight, so it'll be me, and it'll be fight night. So see you then, guys. Thanks for spending time with us. See you in a little bit. Here the sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Hey, indeed. Nice indeed. Ta-ta.
Need to go on.